Facebook record sale. It is Thursday night. We are about to start rolling. And when you're on and watching, welcome. And we're about to sell some records. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Craig's the first comment. We are going to start rolling right away as soon as I get everybody on. Let's see. Craig, Mike, Carlene, Tillman, Mike Langford, Brad Moore, Eddie McKenna, Marty Ellis, Andrew Policino, Greg Preston. We are live, and guess what? My Tahoe is full of records. We have the trailer out in the parking lot full for a toy collection. I'll get everybody updated on those purchases in just a second. Let me get that shared in the group. Let me copy the link. Copy link. Link is copied. I'm going to post it in the comments I just made. I'm also going to post it. I really didn't have a hot picture for tonight, did I? Man, I never did post that video, did I? I forgot to do that. We did a flip video of some of the Primo stuff for tonight, and I never did post it. Oh well. Well, that's even better. You're all going to see some. You're going to see some surprises then. Hey, I did a flip preview, and I didn't even post that today, have I? I'm slacking, Tanner. All right, let's go over here to Instagram. I'll be able to share pretty fast. But yeah, I didn't even post that video. I may post it here in a second and then share the link in case people see it. Then they can find us. All right. I need the YouTube link. All right, share, copy. I posted a video earlier. You know, Tillman, I'm not for sure what I do sometimes. I may go ahead and post it, and then I can share the link in case people see it that's not on here live. Yeah, my mind's a little fuzzy. I'm doing stuff. Tonight, what is tonight? Thursday, 26th. Of course, it's my mom's birthday. 01/26 at 7 o'clock p.m. Central. Link in comments. It'll just take it a few minutes to post. All right. Do a live flip. Yeah, I may do that here in a second. Okay, first thing, let's go through a crate of new vinyl, some of the stuff from last night. Man, there's not much left, but we'll go ahead and that's how we'll get the night started. Some new vinyl. We'll go ahead and start some of our first auctions. I think I've been through that crate. All right, yeah, let's go ahead. We'll start the night with some surprise auctions. This is actually some stuff we picked up yesterday. These came in the store in a collection. So we just got these in and kind of unadvertised. Completely fantastic stuff that we didn't know we was going to have. So there's that. Let me also post that video. Where's our live feed at? Let me get that copied. I need to also post that in the group. That same video. Give me one more second before we get started. And I just got to remember to post that link in the comments when those. I'll be able to do it on that one. It's weird when I post stuff on the group, I can see it when it actually loads. Okay, do you have new vinyl tonight? I have one crate to show of new vinyl, and it's like 90% AC/DC. I think we're expecting another restock for tomorrow. Okay, we have officially started, so everybody welcome. If you've commented or asked any questions, I probably have not seen them. Let's start with two new auctions. Today is Eddie Van Halen's birthday. We're going to start with Van Halen 5150. We just got this in a collection yesterday. None of the Van Halen Sammy Hagar records are in print. kind of brings up the demand for the OGs quite a bit. This is a near mint copy. It's very, very nice, as you can tell. Well taken care of in shrink wrap. Has the original inner sleeve, and it has the hype sticker. Van Halen 5150 is a $45 start. I guess I could say a $51 start. It's a $45 start. And the Ramones, Road to Ruin. John was going to put a note right here, something, but he didn't. So I wonder what pressing we have here. But we have the Ramones, Road to Ruin. This is going to be a $45 start. Also, very nice copy. The Ramones, Road to Ruin. Very nice copy of original inner sleeve. This is also a $45 start. Van Halen and the Ramones, two great auctions to start the night. There we go. Let me post this link right here. And then let me see if it's uploaded to our main page yet. If you don't have a copy of the Traveling Wilburys yet, I've got 3 left for $36.99. That's the Traveling Wilburys. 3 of those for $36.99. And there's the new video. Let me post that right there. Okay, so now let me pull up our Restream chat. Alrighty. Ramones is also a $45 start. Heart, Dreamboat Annie, that's $31.99. We have AC/DC, Power Age, $33.99 for that. NXS Kick, 2 copies left of NXS Kick, $29.99. Slipknot, Yellow Vinyl, new and sealed, $29.99. Spider-Man, original motion picture soundtrack, limited edition silver vinyl, $42.99. Led Zeppelin restocks. I got Led Zeppelin 4, Led Zeppelin 3, Led Zeppelin 2, and their 5th album, House of the Holy. Those are all $31.99. If you need some Zeppelin, I've got it. Whiskey Myers self-titled is $36.99. Whiskey Myers Mud is $28.99. And Lynch Mob Wicked Sensation. That's on green vinyl from Friday Music, $69.99. Whitney is at $45 on the Ramones. Whitney has the Ramones for $45. That's going once, going twice. Multiple bidders already on Van Halen. This is at $65 with Calvin Ward. Led Zeppelin 1 is $36.99. I do have that. REM Eponymous is $29.99 for REM Eponymous. If you don't have it already, Fastway, fairly new release, I think technically for this week, yeah. Red Vinyl, limited to 1,000, 40th anniversary, $44.99. We have 1 copy left of Love and Rockets Express. That's my only Love and Rockets album I have left. It's $33.99. And The Cure, Wish. I showed these late last night. This is the 30th anniversary 2LP remastered by Robert Smith. It's a Rhino Start Your Ear Off Right exclusive. This is $46.99. Make sure you have this. There was also a pre-order for it. This is a very hot commodity. Whitney Croy is at $50 on the Ramones. Calvin's at $65 on Van Halen. Those are going once, going twice. So here's the lineup for tonight. New OG from all these collections we've been buying. We're going to be having lots and lots of auctions. We're going to be going back through new vinyl that I didn't finish last night from the prior weeks. And then we'll do some on sale and we'll do some crates. We may even do something crazy again, do like a half off crate of fairly new stuff of really good titles and just, you know, boom. Greg wants on the Billy Squier Don't Say No list. You got it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put up one of our first crates of vintage stuff. Then I'm going to get everybody updated on our first 2 auctions. Steve Chesney's out on Van Halen. Is this the crate that... Yeah, I'm going to start with this crate right here. Dennis Dunlap is at 70 on Van Halen. So, first 2 auctions of the night is a near mint copy of Van Halen 5150 in shrink wrap and hype sticker. Dennis Dunlap is at $70 on that. And Ryan Anderson's at $55 on the Ramones Road to Ruin. $55 on that. All right. If you haven't already, please make sure you share our feed. Make sure you like the feed, the thumbs up button on YouTube, and comment as much as you can, especially sharing and liking. And Josh Duvall, I got your cure. Yes. I got one pulled for you. Yes. Didn't I? Did you tag a cure? Yeah. And Jerry Stone wants a fast way. Good decision, Jerry. No, I didn't. No, the Murfreesboro stuff is literally in my Tahoe. It's backed up to the front door. So I will... man, I have so much stuff to post hype pictures of to let you know when it's coming. That will be Friday and Saturday all the stuff. I just bought a collection. It's in my Tahoe. I only got half of it. I got to go back for the other half, and then I've got to negotiate a deal on the blues, the jazz, and the rap. But I bought all the rock and metal. My Tahoe's full. And then Tanner just got back from Bowling Green, the same place we got that killer record collection, and I bought the toy collection. And our trailer, our 16-foot box trailer, is in the parking lot, and it's full of a toy collection. I've got to unload that tonight too. So we got a lot to do after the sale. Jerry Stone got Fastway. Calvin's out on Van Halen. High bid on Van Halen is $70 to Dennis Dunlap. Ramones is now at $58. Looks like the Ramones is between Ryan and Whitney. New vintage arrivals for tonight. Fun Boy 3. This is $19.99. I can't remember what collections or where these came from. Probably a lot of it's from the stuff in Bowling Green. But there is Fun Boy 3, $19.99. We have Eddie Money, Life for the Making or Taking? Life for the Taking. $14.99 for Eddie Money. Yeah, these are records from the Bowling Green collection for sure. Neil Young and the Shocking Pinks, Everybody Rockin', $34.99. We have Squeeze Singles, $19.99. I also just made an offer on 220 metal records that I've got to go pick up, I think, in the morning, and then I'm going to go get the rest of these records in Murfreesboro on Sunday. I've also got two other people trying to sell me collections. We've been negotiating on one of them since, I think, August. Lawan may be watching. Lawan, I opened your text, but I hadn't got to think on it yet. And Lawan's in Austin, Texas. So, man, we're back and forth on a lot of stuff. Okay, Fun Boy 3. That's sold to Josh Duvall. Josh Duvall, you got Fun Boy 3. Whitney's out on the Ramones. Susie Breedlove on Eddie Money. Brian C. on Neil Young. Jerry Stone was second. Jerry, I still hadn't figured out how to unblock your original account. We really hadn't spent any time on it today. But if you will text or message me again, we'll try to take some extra steps to figure out how to unblock people on YouTube. I really hadn't figured that one out yet. Squeeze is, that's the singles, which is kind of like Tempted by the Fruit of Another. Great song. That's sold to Jeff McIntosh. All right, final call on these auctions. Ramones is at 58 with Ryan Anderson. 58 with Ryan Anderson. And Van Halen is, I can go ahead and sell that. That's sold to Dennis Dunlap for $70. I already did a final call on that. And I think Ryan is going to be the final bidder on the Ramones since Whitney says it's out. And that is, Whitney is at, or Ryan's at $58. Final call. Where are we located? We are in Lebanon, Tennessee, which is 40 minutes east of Nashville, right off the interstate. If you want to come in the store and shop, great. I recommend most people to shop from their home on Facebook, but you're welcome to come here and shop too. If you have stuff to sell, we'll come anywhere. I can fly to you anywhere in the world to buy your records. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Daylight again, $19.99. I hadn't had one of those out since David Crosby's passing. Warrior, Scandal featuring Patti Smith, that is $19.99. And this is Ted Nugent, Screen Dream. This is a white label promo from Ted Nugent, gold stamp promo on the back. Near mint copy, $19.99. I think they're wanting a Megadeth record that I posted in a collection I bought today. It's an out-of-print Megadeth record, and it will be up for auction some point, probably tomorrow or Saturday. I'll definitely slide it in a hot poster. That's also what Dwayne made an offer for $300 for. There's some other Megadeth in there. I don't think well, whatever I posted spines of, I guess that's it. But part of the last deal of this negotiation, like I said, he had his collection broke up. Rock, like country, and it's all modern country. He was into 180-gram remasters, audiophiles. There's a lot of mo-fi and stuff. Then he had rap and metal kind of together. And part of my negotiating today, I was like, I need all the metal. We got to have the metal, right? So Michael Nath got Nugent. So, okay, let's get new auctions started. I'm going to start with some of the stuff that we just got in, as in surprised. When's the last time, if I've ever had this? This is an OG copy of Enough's Enough with hype sticker in shrink wrap. It just comes with a standard inner sleeve. This is a near mint copy, Enough's Enough, 1989. $45 start. I think this is the first time I've ever offered a copy of this on Collectco. Just walked through the door yesterday in a collection. Enough's Enough and shrink wrap and hop sticker. That's at $45. Days of the New. I am working on trying to get more of those, but I think they're all gone, and we're waiting for a repress of that. Billy Shears, are you watching? I've got some Kiss over here. I told everybody I'd do the Kiss tonight. And let's go ahead and auction this copy of Steely Dan Pretzel Logic. It is nice. It's an OG ABC Black Label, ABC Records, and this is a 1974 Santa Maria press, and it is near mint. Pretzel Logic, Steely Dan. Ricky, don't lose that number. First track, Ricky. Ricky, don't lose that number. That's going to be a $25 start for Steely Dan. All right, great vintage in here. Pay close attention. Jethro Tull, Heavy Horses, 1999. Billy Shears is watching. He's ready for the Kiss. Songs from the Wood, probably one of my favorite Tull albums. 1999 for Songs from the Wood. Near mint, blue and white chrysalis label. And Benefit, we're already on a Jethro Tull streak. 1999 for Benefit. Jimmy Ball's at 25 on Steely Dan. That is an OG Santa Maria press. And Enough's Enough is currently at 55. Duran Duran, 7. And the Ragged Tiger. We get this quite often on Japanese. This is a US OG with original inner sleeve. It is near mint. $24.99 for Duran Duran, 7, and the Ragged Tiger. Robert Plant, pictures at 11. Robert Plant is $19.99, pictures at 11. Original inner sleeve, near mint copy. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, these Bowling Green records are so nice. When y'all start getting some of these in your shipments, I look forward to y'all saying, wow, these are nice, Chad. The American Graffiti soundtrack, $24.99, 41 original hits. This is the soundtrack from American Graffiti. That is $24.99. Jimmy Ball wants the Robert Plant. High bid on Enough's Enough is $57, and high bid on Steely Dan is $30. Jackson Browne, Running on Empty, near mint copy, original inner sleeve, and it does have the book with it. Running on Empty. What's those last couple songs? The Loadout. Of course, Cocaine. Loadout and Stay. Stay just a little bit longer. Stacy Metternich first on the American Graffiti soundtrack. Jerry second. Alex third. Steppenwolf, Rest in Peace, is $19.99. Cameron Martin wants the Duran Duran, and George Buchanan on Jackson Browne. That's a couple of essentials there. You got to have this. I think I bought one. There was one today in the stuff in Murfreesboro. Not too many collections don't have that in it. John Porter on Jackson Browne. This guy had a lot of out-of-print audiophile stuff I was seeing. I mean, when I go buy 1,000 records at the time, I don't get to physically hold them all. I kind of check spines, but like Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, he had the 30th anniversary, the primo pressing of that record. So really, really good stuff. I'm already promoting the next collection, and we're not even 10% in the last 3 I bought. Buddy Holly for the First Time Anywhere, $19.99 on that. And more George Thorogood and the Destroyers, $19.99. All right, final call on Steely Dan Pretzel Logic. We are at $30 with Jimmy Ball. This is a 1974 Santa Maria press. $30, going twice, going 3 times. Super nice. Original label. And high bid on Enough's Enough. Like I said, I don't think I've ever had this before. In shrink wrap, near mint, hype sticker. Jamie Butler's at $61. All Shook Up, Cheap Trick, is $19.99. And we've got the Bobby Darin Story, Mac the Knife, $14.99. It's a reissue Atco, but it is pristine, $14.99. $14.99. Charlie DeFrank's at 31 on Steely Dan. Jimmy Ball, you're out. Steve Chesney's back in on his Enough's Enough, and Carol Puckett on the George Thorogood. Beach Boys, The Spirit of America, $24.99. Marty Ellis is also in on Steely Dan at 32. And Waylon Jennings, I've Always Been Crazy, $24.99 on Waylon. I've Always Been Crazy. Marty's at 32 on Steely Dan, so new bidders and new bids on both auctions. Old Waylon Jennings is $24.99. And What Goes Around Comes Around, $24.99. Christine McVie, self-titled. This is $29.99. It is self-titled, isn't it? Yeah. Original inner sleeve, near mint copy. Christine McVie, that's $29.99. And The Kinks, Misfits, it's $19.99. Kyle Morgan, first to the Cheap Trick. Let me pull that for Kyle Morgan. And Kevin Hughes, you're first on Waylon. Let me know if you want What Goes Around, Old Waylon, or I've Always Been Crazy. You get first dibs on any of those. Also, if anybody's watching for the first time, I think I haven't said it enough lately during the sales. If you're watching for the first time, and you want to buy anything, just claim it in the comments. If you're first on my feed, the feed you see embedded on the screen, then you win it. If you want to bid on something, also bid in the comments. As you see, we give plenty of time, and you'll get plenty of opportunities to bid on a lot of killer auctions tonight. We'll be live until at least midnight tonight, so lots of stuff to show. One crate after another. Kevin is going to let me know which Waylon he wants. Marty's out on Steely Dan. Greg Preston wants the Christine McVie. And we can go ahead and do a final call now on Enough's Enough. Steve Chesney's at $65. I guess Jamie Butler, let me know if you're in or out. And final call on Steely Dan Pretzel Logic. Charlie DeFrank is at $35. I've always been crazy in what goes around. All right, so Kevin wants these two Waylon Jennings. Those are both sold. Next is Cheap Trick Kevin tonight. These are all really nice copies, as you can see. Original labels too. $19.99 on that. Queen, the Game. Wow, the foil cover on this one's really nice. $39.99. Original inner sleeve. This guy took such good care of his records. This is the kind of stuff I like to see when people have taken care. He's the original owner. I mean, this guy bought a lot of these. That's why there's no clubs. He bought all these new retail and has had them. He's passed away now, but he had these very well taken care of. Very, very, very nice collection. Me and him would have got along. He collected comic book stuff, toys, music. We had a lot of similar interest. The toys we bought today, very cool stuff. If you're into that, we're going to show some here on Facebook. I'm probably going to make a big post and try to, make a gallery of photos and see if anybody wants to buy anything. But these are so nice. $19.99. All right. Steely Dan 37. Enough's Enough 66. Jimmy Ball's first on Queen. George Buchanan second. Greg Preston first on Cheap Trick. Really nice records here. All right. Jim Croce. Life and Times of Jim Croce. $14.99. That's the original label for that. Super nice stuff. $14.99. The Best of the Music Machine featuring Sean Bonnewell. That's a Rhino reissue. That is $24.99. And Warren Zevon, Excitable Boy, $34.99. Werewolves of London and Lawyers, Guns, and Money. We're still bidding on Enough's Enough. Steve Chesney is at $67. Tara, I don't have Creepshow ready. I won't sell that until I know you're watching, and I'll let you know we're selling it, I promise. I still don't have any of the Waxworks soundtracks. I don't have any of that ready either. Those are all pending in the back. Jimmy Ball's at $37 on Steely Dan. Anybody else that was bidding, please let me know if you're in or out on that. Tom Petty, Long After Dark. 1982 grease pressing. Interesting. $39.99. I wonder if Linda Hasty has this one. This is a grease pressing. $39.99. And we have Emmylou Harris, Blue Kentucky Girl, Gold Stamp promo. That is $14.99. Michael Swanger, first to Tom Petty. Jamie Butler's out on Enough's Enough. So let's say final call. Excuse me, Stephen. We'll have to do a final call. You're at 67 on that. Going once, going twice. Robert Palmer, Maybe It's Live. Robert Palmer's $19.99. And we have Warren Zevon. This is his self-titled album, $34.99. Charlie DeFrank is back in on Steely Dan. And Michael Swanger says, didn't mean to bid, so sell that one to George Buchanan. That's okay. I thought you put TP for Tom Petty and it autocorrected too, but I'm pretty sure that's what George Buchanan wanted. And Stevie Nicks is a near mint copy of The Wild Heart, $19.99 on that. Let's see here. Stacy, did I miss a claim from you? Do you, Linda? Or that might have been a miscue. Alex, we got two Warren Zevons. We got Excitable Boy and his self-titled album, and those are both near mint. They're $34.99 each. Steely Dan's now at $38. Final call on the Easy Enough, Enough's Enough, I've lost my words. Calvin's at 68 on that. Still bidding on Steely Dan. Terrell Bownight on the Stevie Nicks. Leslie was second. Pete W. was third. Alex Roman wants the self-titled. So we still got, do you have a Zeppelin going up? If so, can you run it? So yes, I will bring over the auction crate right now. Actually, Ed, it should be that red crate. That's all the stuff. I'll flip through it right now so everybody knows they need to not get off, and you can see some of the stuff we're going to be auctioning tonight. Okay, we're still bidding on both auctions. I'm going to go ahead and start another one. Jimmy Ball's at 40 on Steely Dan Pretzel Logic, near mint, OG of that. And Calvin Ward's at 68 on Enough's Enough. Those are going once, going twice, but I don't think we're done on them. So I want the one. Okay, Alex wants this one. Swap out the Warren Zavons. He wants that one. So this one is still available, and I'll flip through those in 1 second. Let me go ahead and grab another auction, and I'll show the crate. The other stuff over here I'm auctioning are ones that, well, I've told Billy I don't want to tease them any longer. I can't remember the last time I had one of these, especially with a poster. Where's the Kiss Army at? We got one Kiss Army in here. Ed? All right. Dynasty. Let's see what we got here. It's obviously a U.S. pressing. I don't like that it has this right here on the back. I don't know why, but it does have this blue sticker on the back or whatever that was meant for. Nice cover. Very nice cover. Has the poster. $35 start. Dynasty. Has the poster. I don't want to fold it all the way out, but it is in really good condition, it looks like. And this is definitely from the Bowling Green collection. I remember looking at this. And near mint minus vinyl. Kiss Dynasty. U.S. press. Oh, whoa. Promotional copy, not for sale. I bet John didn't even notice that. Promotional copy, not for sale. Kiss Dynasty. That's kind of camouflage on the label. I wonder why this sticker, maybe this was something, is it covering up a gold stamp promo maybe? I don't know. But the label's marked promo. Has the poster. That is now up for bid. I'm glad I checked the label. I just now caught that. Where are we at on Steely Dan? I've got to sell these. Let's go ahead and say final call. Who was backup? Steve Chesney, I need to know if you're in or out on this because we're about to sell it to Calvin Ward for 68. Steven is out. Okay, so final call on that. And Pretzel Logic, I'm about to sell that to Jimmy Ball for 40. All right. I randomly just ran across a promo copy of Kiss Dynasty, near mint with poster. All right, here's what's left in our first crate. Crosby, Stills, and Nash, Daylight Again, 1999. This one has a couple really good songs, included Wasted on the Way and Southern Cross. 1999 for that. Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Warrior, Scandal is 1999. We got a few Jethro Tull albums. Heavy Horses, Songs from the Wood, Benefit, and those are all 1999 near mint. Steppenwolf is 1999. We also have Buddy Holly for the First Time Anywhere, 1999. The Bobby Darin Store, Mac the Knife, $14.99. And yeah, I didn't figure they were cheap. Those are the promo. Ed just showed me the Discogs on the Kiss. Not cheap. Beach Boys, Spirit of America, $24.99. Old Wayland's $24.99. The Kinks is $19.99. Jackson Brown, Hold Out, $19.99. Jim Croce. Man, no one got this. One Less Set of Footsteps. You got to have Jim Croce. Okay, if you do, great. If you don't have a Jim Croce, buy this one. Alabama Rain's great. It doesn't have to be that way. And then, of course, Bad Bad Leroy Brown, Roller Derby Queen. That's $14.99. The Best of the Music Machine, $24.99. Emmylou Harris, $14.99. That's also a promo copy. Robert Palmer Live, $19.99. And the other Warren Zevon, $34.99. Back up to the top. Kiss, 50, 51, 69, 60, 65, 70. Charlie DeFrank back in on Steely Dan at 41. Kiss, 75. George Buchanan wants Scandal. Kiss, 80, 75. Michael Ling is at 70 on Enough's Enough. Top copy and shrink wrap. I guess we still got those going too. Julianne Roman gets the Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Did you already show the new vinyl for the week? I have not. No, I'll do that in just a second. It's really, we did most of it last night, and it's all gone. We had 3 crates of new vinyl last night, and for the first time, I think, in my life, we sold all of it. I don't even have enough to show to even to do waiting lists. So I'm probably, if we do new vinyl tonight, I'm going to go back through some stuff from prior weeks, the last 2 weeks. Kiss 90, Steely Dan 42, Doug Jefferson on Jim Croce. And George Buchanan was second. Michael Bohannon, you were second on Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Walt Cruz wants the Mac the Knife. Scott Infantino. How about Scott I? Scott I struggle with your last name. And that is 75. I think we already have a bid of 90, yes. Yeah, you may have missed some bids. We're also live on YouTube. You kind of have to watch the main feed to see that. Still bidding on Steely Dan, still bidding on Enough's Enough, and still bidding on Kiss. But I'm going to go ahead and grab a new crate of vintage. If anybody wants any of these, now's the time. Nobody on a single Jethro Tull album. Even Benefit with Teacher on it. All right, this is another killer crate. Let's recap our auctions and get everybody up to speed. Right now, I've got a high bidder of a W. Michael Ling on Enough's Enough. It's an OG copy in shrink wrap with hype sticker. Retail OG, near mint. Michael Ling is at $70. 1989, $70. Steely Dan. I think we're at 47 with Jimmy Ball. This is a 1974 Santa Maria press, which is OG. It's a gatefold, original label, and it's also near mint. Jimmy Ball is at $47. Calvin's back in on Enough's Enough. Then, the newest auction introduced was this Kiss Dynasty. High bid on that is Pete W. at $100. This is a top copy. I should repeat, a top promo copy. It also has the poster and the inner sleeve. And let me show that label one more time. Promotional copy, not for sale. I've got it upside down on your angle. Hold on. There you go. Promotional copy, not for sale. And the vinyl is near mint. I will put that through the cleaner for whoever buys that. I got a stack of stuff already from last night I got to clean. I'll put that one through the ultrasonic cleaner. It looks like John cleaned it already, but we'll go ahead and give that the UC treatment. Pete W. is at 100 on that. Who's backup? Billy Shears. I think it's down to Billy and Pete on the Kiss. They're still battling Charlie and Jimmy on Steely Dan and Calvin and Michael on Enough's Enough. Can I show the back cover? Yeah, let me mention the only flaw I really see, which has got this blue sticker. And you know, I don't know if that maybe was a gold stamp promo and somebody covered it up. I don't know. I don't know why. I've seen people do that. I've seen promo stickers peeled off of records because people maybe 30, 40 years ago didn't feel like, or 50 years ago, feel like they got a hold of one and they needed to hide that for some reason. So, yes, the auction. Sorry, let me do that right now before I show that crate. This is a whole crate of stuff that I plan on auctioning tonight. If I don't get to some of it, we'll make it buy nows like I did because we'll have a whole new slew for Friday and Saturday show. So, these are all going to be auctioned tonight. All going to be auctioned. Velvet Underground, White Light, White Heat, David Bowie Live, Obscured by Clouds, Pink Floyd, Satanic Majesty's Request, that's on colored vinyl. That's an import on red vinyl, Let It Bleed. Original cover, Some Girls, Ramones, Leave Home, Lou Reed Transformer, Blind Faith, Dave Matthews Band, Greta Van Fleet, Record Store Day, Greta Van Fleet, Yellow Vinyl, Urban Outfitters, Bad Religion, Limited Edition Green and Silver Vinyl, Throwing Copper Live, that's the limited and numbered for music on vinyl. OG Bush, that was sealed, just kind of been opened accidentally. I'll explain more later. Plasmatics, the Blondie sampler EP from her first album. Country Squire, we probably won't auction that. We got new ones of those in. Another Plasmatics, The Dead Kennedys with poster. Bob Marley Live. The Feel of Neil Diamond, his second album, I think. The Who Sings My Generation. Happy Jack, nice copy. Pristine Coda. Sex Pistols, Flogging a Dead Horse. Tom Petty, first album, original first label. Jethro Tull bootleg. Another Sex Pistols. Wake Up a Sighting. Melancholy box set. Beautiful Sabbath. Beautiful Sabbath. I've got to ask Josh, that may not be for sale. Led Zeppelin, In Through the Outdoor. Another King Crimson. Brian Eno. Kraftwerk. King Crimson. These Pink Floyds are beautiful. Soundtrack to More. I've got some Devo for you. The Clash. This is red vinyl promo. AC/DC Power Age. Red vinyl promo. Also coming tonight. Kiss Love Gun, pristine. Dress to Kill, very, very nice. Clash, self-titled. Pink Floyd, Metal. Wish You Were Here. Pink Floyd, Saucer Full of Secrets. I don't know if I want to sell that yet. Velvet Underground, Loaded. Oh, near mint minus. Led Zeppelin, Bootleg. Buckingham Nicks, I think it's untouched. Blondie, Atomic. And this Elvis Costello, which I think is the original label on that. So, that's a lot. Just stay tuned. We can probably only do 2 or 3 at a time. And to keep up with it. I'm pretty sure all the Sabbaths are OG. Yes. All right. Now, sorry, let me get caught up on comments. We got 48 on... Let's see. Let me just see where we're at. Billy Shears out on Kiss. I think Pete had that for 100. 30-second warning. Kiss Dynasty, near mint. Near mint, Kiss Dynasty. Promo copy with poster. Pete W., $100, final call. Steely Dan. Jimmy Ball was at 50. That's the last bid I see. Steely Dan's at 50. Jimmy Ball going twice, going 3 times. Enough's Enough. Carolina has that at 92. Calvin was at 90. I haven't really seen any outs yet. That label is covering a Ghost Stamp promo. That's what I figured. All right. Dead Kennedys, Velvet. Led Zeppelin Boot next. Yes, and Metal. Okay. Charlie Frank's out on that. I'm about to end Steely Dan. I'm about to end Dynasty. And then I'll make sure everybody's done on Enough's Enough. Okay. New vintage arrivals. We'll keep showing records. Styx Equinox is near mint. $19.99. Styx Equinox. Very nice copy. $19.99 for that. Pat Benatar Precious Time. $14.99 for Pat Benatar Precious Time. $14.99. And the Police Regatta de Blanc. $24.99. All right. I'm ending all 3 auctions. Pete W. gets Dynasty for $100. Jimmy Ball gets Steely Dan for $50. Enough's Enough goes to Carolina for $92. Also, some stuff I pulled out over here. Let me show these. I've got Wall of Voodoo, Near Mint Hotter Than Hell, UK Press, King's X in shrink wrap, King's X in shrink wrap, both with hop stickers, and X Under the Bridge. I've also got Clash, Combat Rock on the original label. I got 3 more Rolling Stones colored vinyl imports. Red vinyl, yellow vinyl, and white vinyl. Beggar's Banquet, Between the Buttons. And there's another stack over here, but we'll do those later. That's enough for probably 5 nights worth. So, okay, what was some of the first requests? I know we needed to do this one. And let me see and then we'll get back in order later. Let's do a Black Sabbath. Let's do a Black Sabbath because those I've been trying to get through those for 2 nights now. So let's do the Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Now I'm pretty sure this was one of the first albums that wasn't on a green Warner Brothers label, and this is unbelievable. So we have Black Sabbath, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. We have Ultrasonically Clean. It has the original Warner Brothers inner sleeve and the insert. Really nice cover. The vinyl is near mint minus. Sabbath Bloody Sabbath. Matrix is very quickly BS 2695 40432-1. It's EX++. Near mint minus. It does have maybe some light hairlines on it. That's a $45 start. Black Sabbath's a $45 start. Led Zeppelin, Hiawatha Express. This is a 1977 bootleg. Led Zeppelin. I don't know where or when, but it's a $45 start. Spindle Dizzle. $45 start on that. 45 on Sabbath, 45 on Led Zeppelin. Okay, first couple claims out of here is Terrell. Did anybody claim Styx? Terrell Bownight on Pat Benatar. And I think we're caught up. No one wanted Police and no one wanted Sticks. Why? Because I'm not pulling them. I don't see any claims for them. The Who Are You? 1999. Bids on both records. Action is happening. Red Rockers, Good as Gold, 1999. And we have REO Speedwagon, High Infidelity, 1999. Yeah, Led Zeppelin. We have Heartbreaker, Thank You, Minnesota Blues, The Lemon Song, Stairway to Heaven, Traveling, or it's called Riverside Blues. I know that's Traveling Riverside Blues, and Whole Lot of Love. So I was about to say it's no earlier than 70, but then they have Stairway to Heaven on here, so it could be as late as 71, and I don't see any tracks after 71 on here. So I'm going to say pre-1972, but I guess that's based on the track list. I mean, I think after... Now it says over the years, Silver-Coated Rails, Hathaway Express. I don't really know what... I think that's just not important. But... yeah, usually you can date these things by the tracks they're playing because, you know, bands sometimes play different set lists, certain set lists over the year. You can get on the Led Zeppelin official website, and they have every concert they've ever done, and sometimes all the set list and pictures from them. Very cool to get on Led Zeppelin's website. I went to the very first concert one day and clicked through for a long time just looking at pictures and track list. Sabbath 50, Led Zeppelin 46, Zeppelin 50, 50, 60. Jordan Vernoy, first on The Who. The Police is $24.99, Mike. John Porter on REO Speedwagon, Zeppelin 63, and Zeppelin Out and Out. Cream, $29.99. This is an RSO reissue. RSO Cream Disraeli Gears, $29.99 on that. Missing Persons, Rhyme and Reason, $19.99. Mike McGinnis, let me know if you want The Police. If not, Edward wants it. Brent Hall on Cream. And Molly Hatchet, Beating the Odds, $19.99 on that. High bid on Led Zeppelin is $63 to Paul Beal. And high bid on the Black Sabbath is $50 to Floyd Furman. $50 to Floyd, $63 to Paul Beal. Going once, going twice on both of those. The Who, Face Dances, $19.99. This does, it feels like it does. Where's the poster at? This one usually has the poster. I don't see one on this. Feels very heavy, though. That is $19.99. And Led Zeppelin 3, $59.99. Led Zeppelin 3. This is a 7-digit, and this is really, really nice. $59.99. Jamie Butler, you were second to Cream. Jimmy Ball was first to Missing Persons. Mike passes on The Police. That means he goes to Edward Star Wars. Led Zeppelin's a 75 concert. Wow, that's later than I thought. I'll take your word for it, Jody. John Porter on Molly Hatchet and AC/DC. I'll run that one right after I end these two. Final call, 63 and 50. 15 seconds or so. Some people say it's the longest 15 seconds of their life. Sly Fox, Let's Go All the Way, $19.99. I haven't seen any Badlands. No Badlands, Scott. Sometimes I don't want Badlands. Ted Nugent, Free for All, $14.99. And yes, Tormato, $19.99 on that. We also have K-Tail's Mindbender. Uh-oh. K-Tail alert, $9.99. Somebody ring the bell. There's a K-Tail. The Police at Londo's D.R. Moore. We had a green one the other night. That one's red. This is how we normally see them. We also had a white label promo with hype sticker of this one that was randomly in a bin I didn't even know we had. The Police is $24.99. Brent Hall on Nuge. Ted Nugent. Michael Nath second on that. Neil Smith on Yes. And Susie Breedlove first to the K-Tail. These auctions are also sold. Paul Beal gets the Led Zeppelin for $63. And Floyd Furman, I feel like, gets a deal on the very nice Sabbath. It also has the lyric insert with it. Floyd gets that for $50. David, you next on K-Tail. Edwards first on The Police. Michael Bohannon was second. Stacy already has it. All right, I think we got a few people chomping at the bits for the AC/DC. So let me run that, and let's do this Tom Petty, which I grabbed Kiss instead. Sometimes those Kiss albums just get like magnets in my hands. I don't know how that happens. I've lost AC/DC. There it is. All right. I haven't seen any Faith No More. No. Okay, Tom Petty. This is the true first label. You know, there is a Shelter label that has the moon. This one precedes that one. So this is Tom Petty's debut album, first label, Shelter Records. Don't get that too often. This is going to be a $40 start. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, self-titled. The vinyl is super nice, as in Near Mint Minus. I think it has an inner sleeve with it. Let me check. Just a standard generic sleeve, and the cover is really nice as well. $40 on that original label. AC/DC. This is a 1978. Is this US? This is a 78 Canadian, manufactured and distributed by WEA Music of Canada, Ltd. Near Mint red vinyl, AC/DC Power Age. Near Mint red vinyl. Cover is VG Plus. Has a kind of a crease right here, right over the gold stamp promo. Has the promo sticker on the front. AC/DC will be a start of $100. AC/DC Power Age. I feel like it would get to that pretty quick anyway. $100 start. AC/DC Power Age red vinyl promo. Missing Persons. This is their 4-track mini LP. $19.99 on that. And ZZ Top Afterburner in shrink wrap. ZZ Top Afterburner. $24.99 for ZZ Top. Molly Hatchet, Flirting with Disaster. This is the one you want. It has Flirting with Disaster. Classic Southern rock album. Near Mint on... Wow, that is a really nice copy. Original inner sleeve, $19.99 on that. And Point Blank American Excess. $19.99 on Point Blank American Excess. The Pretenders is $19.99. And Tom Petty, Damn the Torpedoes. $34.99. Original inner sleeve. Nice copy. Backstreet label. $34.99 on that. We got some nice Tom Petty records in here. No bid yet on AC/DC? Maybe the Tom Pettys are clogging the feed. Let me see here. Tom Petty, 40, 40, 45, 55, 48, 60, 50, 56, 50, 65. David Schroeder first on Molly Hatchet. Julianne Roman, you were second. Tom Petty, 60. Jeff third on Molly. No, he wanted MP, Missing Persons. That was Jeff McIntosh. Right here, MP, Missing Persons. Tom Petty, 68, 70. I'm going to sell AC/DC to somebody. So... $100 start. Red vinyl. Canadian gold stamp promo. Benjamin Orr, the lace and shrink wrap of hype sticker. $19.99. Benjamin Orr, the lace. Benjamin Orr from the Cars. Near Mint. Shrink wrap and hype sticker. And Robert Palmer Riptide. That is $19.99. $19.99. And Sticks, Pieces of 8. $19.99. Sticks, Pieces of 8. How much on Tom Petty? Tom Petty, high bid right now is $70 to Jimmy Ball. $70. Arm Lozelle wants Benjamin Orr. Tommy Flowers was second. Molly Hatchet, self-titled, $19.99. Molly Hatchet, self-titled with original inner sleeve. Molly Hatchet is $19.99. That's the average price it's looking like, Kevin. Steve Miller Band, Circle of Love. No, it's just a new arrivals crate. But this is a Near Mint copy, Circle of Love. That's also $19.99. And Sticks, Paradise Theater. Takes me a second, but I'm saying that price quite often, aren't I? This one has the etching with it. That's also, you guessed it, $19.99. Mike McGinnis on Molly Hatchet. And Jerry Pinnock wants the Sly Fox. Sly Fox. Torpedo price. Let's see. Oh, wait a minute. There was some people who claimed Tom Petty earlier, too, didn't they? Hold on a second. There was Tom Petty bids, and then I bet Michael Bohannon. Did you want this one, Michael? I just realized what happened there. Michael put, I bet that's what happened. Michael, let me know if you want the Tom Petty. Damn the Torpedoes. It was mixed in there of all the bids. He does, so that's sold to Michael Bohannon. Okay. Michael, I'm not for sure what Torpedo was. What was Torpedo? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's already sold. Michael Swanger, Torpedo's already sold. Terrell Bonite on Sticks. Edward, the Pretenders, was $19.99. Jordan's first on Steve Miller Band. And Tom Petty. Final call on this. Tom Petty's at $70 with Jimmy Ball. Original label. Near Mint copy. VG Plus cover. Very, very nice. $70 going twice, going 3 times. And if anybody wants AC/DC, it's $100. Can't believe no one wanted to start it on that, but we're about to probably see somebody take it anyway. Do I even take it out of my hand? Sold to Jeff McMaster, $100. Edward said take it, and that was what? He asked about the Pretender. So that's sold to Jeff McMaster for $100. That went cheaper than I thought it would. That is sold to Edward Star Wars, yeah. And Brian Clement wants the Led Zeppelin 3 from earlier. That is all sold. As soon as I come back over here, I'm selling Tom Petty. So let me pull out a couple new auctions. Yeah, we do have some we had some that we got from today. The Dead Kennedys. I've been wanting to sell this one forever now. And let's go ahead and run this OG Bush razor blade suitcase. Here's a couple I've been wanting to run. Jared Koski wants sticks, pieces of 8. Am I crazy, or did somebody claim one of those earlier? It was, but it was Paradise Theater. We already claimed that one. So that means Jared Koski gets that. Jimmy Ball's at 73 on Tom Petty. Michael Bohannon is at 75. All right, so that one's, we're going to have to extend that one a little longer, but that doesn't stop me from putting up the Dead Kennedys up for auction. Little Debbie. Yeah, we're going to auction off the Little Debbie too. I told a couple people I would wait, or there's some people who commented. I want to make sure they're watching. I know Walt Cruz is watching, and I think Brent Rabley was interested. So if both of those people are watching, I'll put up the Little Debbie Harry figure in just a second. So the Dead Kennedys has the poster with it. This is a Holland press. This is going to be a $45 start. Dead Kennedys, fresh fruit for rotting vegetables. This is a OG Holland press. $45 start. Near mint minus vinyl, as in it looks unplayed poster, and really nice cover. $45 start on that. Okay, Tom Petty is now at 80. Dead Kennedys $45.50, and Bush razor blade suitcase. So here's the story on this one. I got this from the batch of records in Crossville. He says, I promise you that this has not been played. He says, I had it sealed, and just from moving and transporting records around, the shrink wrap got busted open. Now, I haven't played it, so we can say this thing is pretty much opened, unplayed. It's very nice. It's a Bush razor blade suitcase, retail copy. He bought this new, and he says it didn't get open. It just accidentally got open from handling wear. So 1996 Bush razor blade suitcase, $65 start on that. Bush razor blade suitcase, $65 start on that. Okay, Tom Petty. We had 66 on the Dead Kennedys. In through the outdoor next. Tom Petty 100, Dead Kennedys 69, Dead Kennedys 70. 65 on Bush. Crocus Hardware, $24.99 on Crocus Hardware. The Romantics in Heat, featuring Talking in Your Sleep, $19.99. Pat Benatar, Crimes of Passion, $14.99. And Susie Quattro, Rock Hard, $19.99 for Susie. And Rick Ocasek, Beatitude. Rick Ocasek, $14.99, another member of the Cars. Wet Willie Mannerisms, $14.99 for Wet Willie. And Frank Marino, Mahogany Rush, World Anthem. That's $19.99. Mahogany Rush, World Anthem. Alrighty, so Dead Kennedys 70, Bush 70, Bush 65. Jimmy's out on Tom Petty. Linda Hasty has the OG Tom Petty, and when we say OG, we mean first press and first label, near mint. Linda Hasty has that for 100. Bush 75, Bush 76, Bush 80. John Porter first on Crocus. John Porter first on Crocus, Bush 80, Bush 88, and Joe Sloop on Frank Marino. Okay, and then, yes, this Bush that have everything that should be with it because it was opened and really never played, or accidentally opened. Yeah, there's the insert, original inner sleeve. It came with an insert. There's the sleeve that came with it, and then it has an insert. So I guess that is the original inner sleeve, but it's not a custom or company one, just a standard white one with inner sleeve. REO Speedwagon, you can tune a fish, but you can't tune a piano. That's $19.99. And Pat Metheny Group Off-Ramp, $19.99 for Pat Metheny Group. All right, we can go ahead and sell Tom Petty to Linda Hasty for $100. That's sold to Linda Hasty. Final call on Bush, which is Eli Tomlinson, $88. Bush razor blade suitcase. Final call on that, and final call on the Dead Kennedys. Craig Thomas is at 70 on the Dead Kennedys. OG Holland with poster near mint. Final call on both of those. 70 on Dead Kennedys, 88 on Bush. Long Distance Voyager, Moody Blues, $14.99. Ryan Rice back in on Bush at 90. Motels is $14.99. And Trillion, Clear Approach. Trillion is $14.99. And the Rolling Stones Tattoo You, Start Me Up. Original inner sleeve, $34.99. Very nice copy. Rolling Stones Start Me Up, or Tattoo You. I pretty much call it Start Me Up. Pretenders, Extended Play, $19.99. Jaco Pastorius, this is in shrink wrap, $44.99. Jaco, really nice copy, black epic label. Robert Johnson first on the Motels. Brent Hall on the Rolling Stones. Still bidding on Bush, but we can go ahead and sell the Dead Kennedys. Bush is now at 90 with Ryan Rice. The Dead Kennedys is sold to Craig Thomas for $70. Craig Thomas gets that for $70. Ted Nugent, self-titled, $14.99 for Ted Nugent, self-titled. Alrighty, let's put up, we got a lot of these tonight, so let's go ahead and put this one up, and I think I listened to this album, not this exact record, but I listened to it yesterday driving, and somebody said Led Zeppelin, we'll go ahead and do that. Bush is still getting bids, 91. So next two auctions, the Rolling Stones, Let It Bleed. So this guy had a collection of imports on colored vinyl. This is something the Rolling Stones did. These are from the UK. They're really nice pressings on colored vinyl. Well, excuse me, these are Holland pressings. Some of them we pulled out have been Holland, and some of them have said UK, I'm pretty sure. We did two last night, I think, or maybe the night before. But this is red vinyl. So cool. Let It Bleed on red vinyl. Near mint minus. The Rolling Stones. These are from Holland. I'm pretty sure we had one last night that was... But what a great album. Gimme Shelter. Can't Always Get What You Want. $45 start. Red vinyl. Rolling Stones. Let It Bleed. $45 start for that. Bush is now at 92. We have... And Eli's out, so final call on Bush at 92. Brad Moore wants Jaco. Let's sell that to Brad Moore. And John Porter wants Ted Nugent. I'll go ahead and pull those out. Led Zeppelin. This is nice. We've ultrasonically cleaned this one too. In Through the Outdoor. Already been put through the ultrasonic cleaner. This is going to be a $35 start. Led Zeppelin, In Through the Outdoor. How nice. As in near mint minus. In Through the Outdoor. Original brown jacket. And this is cover variation B. Cover variation B. And of course it has the original inner sleeve. Somebody has colored it. Somebody has put water on it. If you didn't know about the center sleeve, when you put water on it, it changes colors. Someone has colorized that one. Very nice jacket. Very nice brown paper bags. Very uncharacteristic for that one to be colored when the vinyl and the jacket and everything else is so mint. So that's now up for bid. And I'm going to go ahead and sell Bush unless there's been another bid. Ryan Rice gets the Bush for $92. Pretty much an unplayed copy of Razor Blade Suitcase. That is sold to Ryan Rice for $92. Then we have the Stones, 55, 45, 45, 45, 45, 50. Led Zeppelin, 35. Stones, 50, 50, 55. Can you get Nickelback? I think we got Nickelback, don't we, Ed? Don't we have All the Right Reasons? I think we have that. Or was that a joke? If you're being serious, I bet if I show it, somebody buy it. We sell the heck out of this Nickelback album right here. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I love the music on this. $28.99. Photograph. Far Away. If everyone cared, are you kidding me? Who wants that? $28.99. I don't have any more right now. David Schroeder says, I'll take it. Okay. I didn't know if you were joking or, you know, for some reason this is like in those hated bands like with Linkin Park and Nickelback. And, but I'm like, why? I mean, what's wrong with them? So two other people want one. Do we have any more? I don't think we do. Is this another one, Tanner? Yeah. All right. Vicky, I don't know if that's a claim for Vicky. If not, Eli wants one. I need to order more of those. I hadn't had them since July. There for a while back in July, June, and May, I was ordering like 5 or 10. It seemed like every week or every other week. And so David got it. Vicky, let me know if you want one. And then Eli, I'll try to order more if you want one. The price on that Led Zeppelin album was $59.99. Vicky does want it. High bid on the Rolling Stones is $75, and high bid on Led Zeppelin is $40. Donnie Haney has that for $40. Okay, I'm going to go back through that. If you see something in the crate, it's a buy it now. These aren't being auctioned. These are as fast as you can claim them. First come, first serve. And Wyatt wants Quattro. Okay. Let me go ahead and pull that. Susie Quattro to Wyatt. And I didn't miss anything else, did I? Nickelback and Pablo Cruz. I need a silver side up Nickelback. Some of those are hard to get. Also, can I have the Debbie Harry figure? I was going to go ahead and run that. And Pete's at 50 on Zepp. Pete's at 50 on Led Zeppelin. So here's the high bids. The Rolling Stones, Let It Bleed, Holland Import on red vinyl. Brent's at 75. Pete W is at 50 on Led Zeppelin. Near mint copy of In Through the Outdoor, 50 and 75. Here's what's left in this crate. Styx Equinox, 1999. Red Rockers, Good as Gold, 1999. Thank you, Ed. And we've got The Who Face Dances, 1999. ZZ Top Afterburner in shrink wrap. These are all near mint, $24.99. Point Blank American Excess, $19.99. Robert Palmer Riptide is $19.99. And The Romantics in Heat. The Romantics in Heat, $19.99. Scotty G-Force wants the Styx. And Final Call on the Stones at $75. Final Call on Led Zeppelin at $50. Pat Benatar, Crimes of Passion, $14.99. This one has Hit Me With Your Best Shot on it, $14.99. And Rick Ocasek Beatitude, that's $14.99. Wet Willie Mannerisms is $14.99. And REO Speedwagon, You Can Tune a Piano, but you can't tune a fish, $19.99. Bob Coryer's at 51 on Led Zeppelin. Pat Metheny Group Off-Ramp, $19.99. And Long Distance Voyager, The Moody Blues, $14.99. We have Trillion, Clear Approach, $14.99. And The Pretenders Extended Play, $19.99. No Sound, Frozen, Styx, Zeppelin 51, 260 viewers. All right, so Pete's back in on Zeppelin at 55. Did anyone claim the Ted Nugent? Yes, they did. We can go ahead and sell the Stones to Brent for $75. And Pete W is back in on Zeppelin at 55. Okay, this came from the Bowling Green collection. I was going to put it in Chad's Museum of Rock and Roll History that I'm starting to try to accumulate in the store, as in posters and stuff. There's a lot of stuff I'm having framed right now. But as usual, people talk me into selling it, and I end up selling it. So this kind of confused me at first. Well, first of all, it looks amazing. I told Ed earlier, it is so well made. I mean, it looks like she's about to start moving and come to life. It's just so realistic looking. But then I found out it was the big version of it. The life size was used in that movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High. And so this is the miniature version. But this is an original, 1977 in-store promotional item, advertising, Blondie plastic letters. I've seen prices all over the place, the ones I've been able to find. The 6-foot versions are really expensive. I've seen these listed really high, and then I've seen some sell 15 years ago. I've seen some sell 15 years ago, and those still really weren't cheap either. So, there's some things you can find sell in 2005, and I'm like, wow, 2005, that was a long time ago. It takes $75 to get this started. This is a Blondie, a.k.a. Debbie Harry, original record store display item. It's really good condition too. Has one little crease right here on top of her head, right in the crown of her head. That's it. $75 start on that. Walt Cruz is in. I've only found one active for sale on the internet that you can actually buy right now. I'll go ahead and tell you. It's $450. That doesn't mean anything. I could list it on eBay for $5,000, but it's whatever somebody's willing to pay. Very cool piece. I'm going to prop it up right there. Brent, you got the Stones for $75. Donnie's out on Led Zeppelin. Pete was at $55. Bob, I didn't know if you're out. Pete has that for $55. going twice, going 3 times. Brent, you got Led Zeppelin. I got, yes, the Stones sold to Brent Rabley for $75. Yes, that's correct. Did you already go through this crate, Tanner, here, or kind of went through it, or okay? Yeah, this was a tough crate. There was some stuff in here that I was like, this is going to be tough. This one had a lot of I think we got everything out that I was going to auction. Okay. He had 4 crates for tonight. Is that right? 4 crates. All right. So this is crate number 3. I'm going to go through some new vinyl next. All right. Okay. John's back in on Led Zeppelin at 57. Pete, you're back out. All right, next is where? Next is, let's do one of these King's X. Let's do this one right here because I've never seen this one, or I haven't had it in a while, one of the two. Gretchen Goes to Nebraska, King's X, near mint and shrink wrap, $40 start. Original inner sleeve, Mega Force Worldwide label, King's X, near mint and shrink wrap and hype sticker. Gretchen Goes to Nebraska, $40 start on that. $40 start on that. Pete's back in on Zeppelin at 60. Clay Moore wants Pat Benatar. Did I miss anything else? That was out of the last Clay. Yeah, Clay put PB. I missed that earlier. Clay got Pat Benatar. All right, so that was in that crate down there. Also got a Duran Duran Rio in my hand, but we'll do that in just a second. All right. Yes. Bob, let me know if you're still in on Zeppelin. High bids at 60. We're bidding on 3 items. High bid on Debbie Harry is $135 with Michael Massey. What a cool piece. Poster 73A3. Carol, I will buy them all. Robin Trower, Caravan to Midnight. Do you realize how many posters it's hard for us to sell posters here on Facebook because it's hard to show them. Y'all remember that night with the Knoxville Metal Collection, all the posters we sold? It is, we have hundreds ourselves. I just hadn't got to them yet. Robin Trower, 1999, Caravan to Midnight. Buddy Holly, a rock and roll collection, $19.99 for Buddy Holly. And we have George Thorogood, Bad to the Bone. George Thorogood's $19.99. Eurythmics, $24.99 for the Eurythmics, and that one is called, I never can remember. It is Be Yourself Tonight, $24.99. Be Yourself Tonight. Yeah, most of the older King's X records are not available. And then Cat Stevens' Greatest Hits, $14.99 for Cat Stevens' Greatest Hits, and it has the poster insert with it. Very, very nice. Cat Stevens' Greatest Hits with poster insert. All right, so back up to the top. Have Craig. Okay, Pete was at 60 on Led Zeppelin. Stacy bet 126 on Debbie Harry, 40 on King's X, 135 on Debbie Harry, 45 on King's X, 50 on King's X, 54 on King's X. Joe Sloop first to Robin Trower. Joe Sloop first to Robin Trower. Robert Johnson second. Vicky Wiley first to George Thorogood. Terrell Bownight on the Eurythmics. And I see a couple outs. I'm going to go ahead and sell Led Zeppelin to Pete W. for $60. Pete, you get Led Zeppelin in through the outdoor for $60. High bid on King's X is Wolves Council for $54. King's X, Gretchen Goes to Nebraska in shrink wrap with hype sticker. Wolves Council has that for $54. High bid on the Debbie Harry in-store promotional piece is Michael Massey at $135. $135. I'm going to put Debbie right back there until we're done with her. And we are at 54 on King's X, 135 on Debbie. Blondie. Steven Steels, Illegal Steels, $19.99 for Steven Steels. Cat Stevens, Teaser and the Firecat. We got Cat's Greatest Hits, and we got one of his most popular albums. This is $14.99, Cat Stevens, Teaser and the Firecat. And Profile, the Best of Emmylou Harris. $14.99, Profile, the Best of Emmylou Harris. This is a gold stamp promo, Emmylou Harris, $14.99 on that. Josh is at $140 on Debbie. Michael's at 150. Mitchell Richardson's at 60 on King's X. The Great Buddy Holly, 19.99. The Great Buddy Holly, 19.99. And we have Buddy Holly Rave On, Music for Pleasure comp, 19.99. Cody Chandler wants Profile, Emmylou Harris. That's sold to Cody Chandler. Everything in the crate is sticker price. And Wolves Council is at 62 on King's X. Graham Parker squeezing out Sparks, $14.99. So Michael's at 150 on Debbie Harry, and King's X is at 62. Billy Joel, 52nd Street, gold stamp promo, $14.99 for Billy Joel's 52nd Street, $14.99 on that. And we have Willie Nelson Stardust, $14.99. I check King's X stuff pretty often through our distributor's website, and I don't think I've ever seen this available to order, much less anytime recently or even represses. So don't see that too often. Wolves Council's at $62. Michael Nath is first on Billy Joel, and that was the 52nd Street Terrell on Willie Nelson. And final call, if anybody wants to bid on Debbie Harry, you've got about a 15-second window. I'm about to sell it to Michael Massey for $150. The Beau Brummels is $14.99. The Beau Brummels is $14.99. The Human League Dare, also $19.99. Keith Moyers is in on King's X at $70. Very nice copy. William Michael on Billy BJ. That was Billy Joel. That's already sold. Hart, Babe Lestrange. I think is how you say that one. That's how I've always said it. Babe Lestrange. Babe Lestrange. That is $19.99. And we have Elton John, the Thom Ball Sessions. Or I think that may just be Tom. I'm not for sure. I think y'all have told me before on that one. $19.99. Michael Nath on Hart. Wolves Council's in on 71 on King's X. And Hart is sold to Michael Nath. Debbie is going off the screen, 150. And Michael or Mike Massey, let me know if you ever want to sell that back. I will put it in Collectco's Rock and Roll History Museum. That's sold for $150 to Michael Massey. Robin Trower, Victims of the Fury. Very nice copy, $19.99. Victims of the Fury, $19.99. And we have George Thorogood and Destroyers, Better Than the Rest, gold stamp promo, $19.99. Handle her with care. We will. The Association's Greatest Hits, $14.99. Very nice copy. And high bid on King's X is $75 with Keith Moyers. King's X is at $75 with Keith Moyers. All right, next is Joe Sloop, also on the Robin Trower. That's sold to Joe Sloop. And I think we're caught up. Christopher Cross is $9.99. Okay, lots more auctions to get to. Lots and lots. Let's do this Clash Combat Rock, which is a first U.S. press. I was told that this label here is the first label, and this is the first press. Has the custom Clash Combat Rock label. This is an unbelievably near mint copy. It also has the original inner sleeve. The Clash Combat Rock is going to be a $65 start. OG, $65 start on that. John Porter on Christopher Cross. High bid on King's X is $75, going twice, going three times. I'm going to go ahead and get two more auctions started. We've got a Kiss Dress to Kill. And let's do a Pink Floyd. I've got an entire bin here. We got to go ahead and start knocking out some of them. Let's do original motion picture soundtrack More, played and composed by the Pink Floyd. Sam Cooke. Yes, that was the one. It was supposed to be $24.99. Yeah, that was it. OG Harvest label. Really nice. It has a couple scuffs right here. Looks like right there. This side really doesn't have a mark on it. And this is going to be, now, I know most of y'all, Pink Floyd. This is also the psychedelia side of Pink Floyd. A very far out, tripped out soundtrack. I like it. It's not something I'm going to like, you know, blast every other day. But when you put it on, it's different. This is a $45 start. Soundtrack to More. This is a U.S. press. Very nice, as in near mint. Awesome cover as well. $45 start on that. That's original motion picture soundtrack, Pink Floyd, More. All right, Michael Nass at $45 on that. King's X is sold to Keith Moyers for $75. We're looking for a $65 start on the Clash, and we got a $45 bid on Pink Floyd, and that's what we need for Kiss, Dress to Kill. Kiss, Dress to Kill, $45 start. $45 start, very nice copy, as in near mint minus, and a nice cover. This cover is usually showing a lot of ring wear. Just a little bit of faint sign there. Wide inner sleeve, which I don't know if this one really came with a custom sleeve. That's also a $45 start. Yes, the dock and box sets are in. Here they are, dock and box sets. If you had it pre-ordered, they're in. If you don't have one already, they're $159.99. This is the Dock and Electra albums from 83 to 87. Breaking the Chains, Tooth and Nail, Under Lock and Key, and Back for the Tack. If you don't have that already, they're $159.99. New release for this week. Roxy Music, Greatest Hits, $19.99. Roxy Music's Greatest Hits, $19.99. Waylon and Willie, $24.99 for Waylon and Willie, $24.99 on that. Near mint. Rod Stewart, A Night on the Town, $14.99. And Robert Plant, The Principle of Moments, $19.99. High bid on Kiss is $60. Final call on Pink Floyd at $45. Michael Nath has the Pink Floyd More soundtrack for $45. Final call. And we got no bids yet on the Clash. One more time. Clash Combat Rock, near mint, $65 start. Or I'm going to end it here in a minute. I'm going to make it a buy it now. And then somebody's going to buy it. And you're going to be second. And you'll wish you would have bid. Right, Tanner? Roxy Music is sold to Kyle Morgan. Roxy Music sold to Kyle Morgan. Walt Cruz was second. Jeremy Dalton wants Waylon and Willie. Sell that to Jeremy Dalton. Billy Shears was already in on 60 on Kiss. And Philip R's at 65 on the Clash. The Clash is the OG first press. Original ear sleeve, near mint, and a beautiful jacket as well. Cheap Trick in color, $19.99. Cheap Trick in color. And Billy Idol, Don't Stop, $24.99. Billy Idol, Don't Stop. Really nice copy, as in near mint. Golden Earring Cut, that's $24.99. And we also have Meatloaf Dead Ringer. This is $24.99. Meatloaf Dead Ringer, $24.99 for that. Make sure I didn't miss any claims. Roxy, Waylon, Clash, 70 on Kiss. Greg Brummett on the Robert Plant. That's sold to Greg. Another $65 bid on Clash. Michael McCormick on Cheap Trick. Michael McCormick on Cheap Trick. Michael Nath was second. David Schroeder third. George Buchanan first on Billy Idol. And we can go ahead and sell Michael Nath. Michael, I'm going to consider that a deal on the Pink Floyd More soundtrack, especially for the condition. Go ahead and sell that to Michael Nath for $45. I love that cover. $45 start. Billy Idol's Greatest Hits. I don't think they make a Billy Idol's Greatest Hits. And if there's an OG, I've never had it to my memory. High bid on Kiss is Billy Shears at $70. And let's see. The Clash Combat Rock. Okay, Philip. So here's what happened. Philip bid 65, then George said Clash, and then Marty bid 65. So if anybody wants a Clash Combat Rock, if you want to bid on it, now's the time, because Philip has it for 65, and it's final call. Next record. George Thorogood and the Destroyers, $19.99. The Tubes now is $19.99. And Chicago, $9.99. Okay, Vital Idol, Greatest Hits. Got it. I'm familiar with that. Yes, we have that. And, or yes, we get that, but no, I don't have it right now. Let's go ahead and put up Led Zeppelin Coda. Led Zeppelin Coda is a pristine copy. This is one everybody's like always needing to kind of complete their Zeppelin collection. This was released after the breakup of the band. It's pretty much unreleased tracks that they were recorded and never did release. It's Coda. I always liked this jacket. This gatefold of all the pictures of the band. Because I guess really up until this point, there wasn't a lot of pictures of Led Zeppelin on their covers. You got one shot of them on one, a kind of an obscure shot on two, and then three, and houses, or no, nothing on four really. Three, you get those little pieces on the wheel, not really much on physical. They sold a lot of records, I can tell you that. Coda's a $40 start. It's a near mint copy. USOG. No saw marks. No saw marks. That's up for bid at $40. Okay, Dress to Kill. High bid on this, or I guess I should say final call, is $70 of Billy Shears. $70. This just has the LP in it. Did Dress to Kill come with an insert? I don't know if this came with an insert, did it? If it did, I'm not familiar. Okay, and that's $70. That's going twice, going 3 times. Clash is at $66 with George Buchanan. Who bid $65? Philip, you're out at $65, $66. Brent Hall put GT. That was for George Thorogood. Coda's at $40, $40, $45, $50, $50, $40, and $40. Joan Jett, Bad Reputation, $29.99. No inserts came with Dress to Kill. That's what I thought. Rod Stewart, Footloose and Fancy Free, $14.99. The Best of the Outsiders, $19.99. And Paul Revere and the Raiders, Greatest Hits, $12.99. The Best of Gary and the Pacemakers, $9.99. And a nice copy of Fleetwood Mac Mirage. Fleetwood Mac Mirage, $19.99. Led Zeppelin's at $57. The Clash is now at $68. Let's go ahead and sell Kiss to Billy Shears for $70. Billy, you get Kiss for $70. Next claim is Pete W. on Joan Jett. Pete W. on Joan Jett. R.M. Lazelle on DM, which was, he meant FM, Fleetwood Mac. Michael Nath was second, Robert Johnson third. So high bid on the Clash is $68. Anybody else, please let me know if you're in or out. And high bid on Led Zeppelin is $60. Clash and Led Zeppelin up for bid. Carole King, Tapestry, $24.99. Pat Benatar, Get Nervous, $14.99. Pat Benatar, Get Nervous, $14.99. We have the Eagles, their self-titled album. This is a this is a club pressing, $34.99. Not the trifold. It's an RCA Music Service edition, $34.99. Michael Bohannon and Plant. I think you wanted Principle of the Moment, and if so, it's already sold. Somebody already got that, Michael. Somebody already got that. Greg's at $60 on Led Zeppelin Final Call, and Final Call on the Clash, which was at, what, $68. Philip R. Final Call on both of those. The Yes album, $19.99, and Styx, The Man of Miracles, or Man of Miracles, $29.99. Wooden nickel label. Styx, Man of Miracles, $29.99. Claymore wants Pat Benatar. And R.M. Lazelle gets Styx. And we're selling these auctions. That is Led Zeppelin, sold to Greg Brummett for $60. And the Clash is sold to Philip R. Philip R. got that for what? $68, I believe. All right. Robert Johnson second on Styx. Pete W. next on Styx as well. What are we going to auction next? Y'all know what's in the crates, I hope, or I hope you think you know. Did that make sense? And let's do Man Hotter Than... I'm going to put this up. So, Live Throwing Copper, Velvet Underground. Yeah, there's some people waiting on that. I actually got it in my hand. Stones. And what is somebody throwing copper? Okay. Pumpkins Melancholy. Yep. Okay. Duran, Rich, that's on cue. I'm going to start 3 at the same time. Live Throwing Copper. This is the Music on Vinyl, limited colored edition. I'm pretty sure this one's been opened. Yeah, this one's been opened. So let's, well, I don't want to open it again, but it's near mint, I can promise you that. These Music on Vinyl bags, I can tell this one's been opened, but it is near mint. This is Live, name of the band, Name of the album is Throwing Copper. Limited exclusive colored vinyl. And I have not checked this one, but I'm going to start it at $55. Live Throwing Copper. That is the music on vinyl, limited in color. It has a little bit of a spine crackle right there. $55 start on that. Another Rolling Stones white vinyl import, or colored vinyl import. This is their Satanic Majesty's Request on white vinyl. White vinyl, $45 start on that. $45 start on that. And the Velvet Underground Loaded. Wow, this is an OG PRC Richmond press. It has one little spine ding right there on the top crease. It took me forever to find one of these. It was in the Fred Goodwin collection, actually. Original inner sleeve. This is the Velvet Underground Loaded. And it's probably about as nice as the one I seen in Fred's collection, which it was near mint as well. $95 start on this. Velvet Underground Loaded. OG Cotillion, which was a subsidiary of Atlantic. This is a great album. $95 start. $95 start. Velvet Underground Loaded. So other than that, the jacket is really nice. So nice. Y'all going to like that one. All right. Rolling Stones. Lots of bids. Alex is in at 55 on live. David, you were second at 55. Doug Jefferson's in on 50 on the Rolling Stones. Doug's back in at 60. And the Velvet Underground is at 100 with Whitney Croy. Velvet Underground Loaded. Cotillion label. ZZ Top, Fandango, back to the crate, $34.99. Journey, Infinity, gold stamp promo for Journey, Infinity, $19.99. Bruce Springsteen, Born in the USA, $19.99 on that. Miami Vice soundtrack is $19.99. We also have Mike and the Mechanics. This is nice, and shrink wrap with hype sticker, $19.99 for Mike and the Mechanics. Shrink wrap and hype sticker, $19.99. And Robin Trower, Bridges of Sigh, $24.99. Robin Trower, Bridges of Sigh. Green Label, OG, $24.99 on that. Fabulous Poodles, Mirror Stars, also a gold stamp promo, $19.99. And Pat Benatar, In the Heat of the Night, $14.99 on Benatar. Ooh, lots of bidding. I don't see another bid on the Stones, though. Man, they're Satanic Majesty's Request. I usually don't get any kind of copies on this. This is a Holland white vinyl. I have $50. I mean, we usually don't get any kind of pressings of this, much less a white vinyl import. Okay, so let me go back up to the top. So that was 50, 62 on live. Velvet Underground, 110, 65 live, 65 live. Michael Nath, first to Journey, and that was Journey Infinity, gold stamp promo. That's sold to Michael Nath. Terrell, you were second. Jeremy Dalton, first on Bruce Springsteen. Jordan Vernoy, you were second. Kyle Morgan on Mike and the Mechanics. Kyle Morgan got Mike and the Mechanics. Bob Corrier, you were third on Journey. Justin Cleveland, first on Robin Trower. George Buchanan's at 118 on Velvet Underground. Joe Sleep, you were second. Troy, you were next on Mike and the Mechanics. Tyler's at 125 on Velvet Underground. Greg's first on Robin Trower, 120, 128. 50 on the Rolling Stones. We've already got a $50 bid. Lots of people next on Trower. 130 on Velvet Underground, and live is at 68. Wow, lots of bidding. Hard for me to keep up with all those. I just usually let it simmer out, and then I get everybody warmed back or updated later. So I need to stretch my leg. Ooh. Is there a Chick-fil-A cup on the counter that has sweet tea in it? Ed, if you would hand that to me, you'll be my best friend. You will be even my bestest friend. If Seth was here, he wouldn't hand it to me. Thank you, Ed. Seth needs to pay attention to your manners. Okay. Let's go back through this crate because there is way too much good stuff in here. I think sometimes y'all get distracted by the auctions. There's too much going on. We have 3 killer auctions. I'm going to update those in a few moments. The Yes, Joel Swaney, was a copy of the Yes album. Another record that I've spent no telling how many hours listening to. This is $19.99. It's a 4-digit Atlantic OG, and it is very clean and very nice. Yours is No Disgrace, Starship Trooper, which takes up most of the side. I've seen All Good People. Oh my gosh, just has a couple scuffs on it. EX Plus, Near Mint Minus, Gatefold OG. That's $19.99. And then Steve Chesney, the Miami Vice soundtrack. Here's another one. Usually these are immediately claimed. It has Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight on it. That is $19.99. And we have Buddy Holly, a rock and roll collection, $19.99. Now, we've had a lot of Buddy Holly tonight. I hate to say this, Buddy Holly at one time was probably one of the most desirable, collectible. People ask for it all the time, especially his original stuff. I sell some Buddy Holly now, but I guess if you don't have a Buddy Holly in your collection, this is what you would want. It's 2 LPs of all of his hits, and it's $19.99. Buddy Holly Rock and Roll Collection. Okay, Mr. Swaney, let me know if you want that yes, because since you've asked about it and I told everybody what it was, Justin Cleveland wants it, George Buchanan wants it, and Cunningham. Is it Michael or Mike? Mark. Thank you, Tanner. Mark Cunningham. You need to update your YouTube so I can remember that. Okay, so Jordan, yes, you were second on Bruce Springsteen. You were second on Bruce Springsteen. Okay, the Yes album, that means it's sold to Justin Cleveland. All right, so Justin Cleveland got yes. George Buchanan, you were second. Mark, which by the way, Mark, I'll get back with you on those albums after the show tonight. Stephen Chesney wants the Miami Vice. He asked about it, and he wants it. And Bob Corrier wants Buddy Holly. John Porter, you were second. John, I'm actually going to take down your name because there's a good chance. I think we've already had another one of these tonight. If not, I can find you one. So put John Porter actually down for a Buddy Holly Rock and Roll Collection. We have a lot of those everywhere. Okay, now let's get everybody updated on our auctions before I get too heavy back into that crate. High bid on the Rolling Stones is Doug Jeppesen at $60. This is their Satanic Majesty's Request. Their Satanic Majesty's Request on white vinyl. This is near mint, and it is with Doug Jeppesen at $60. The Live album, the Live Throwing Copper, is at $72 with Brad Moore. Live Throwing Copper, we can check it out. This is music on vinyl. I know it's been open, so we'll try it again. The flap is ripped right here and there on the original music on vinyl bag, if that means anything to you. It's kind of like a greenish. It's near mint. Very nice. It's probably only been played once or twice. This guy collected mostly, well, he had a lot of sealed stuff already. And it has the insert with it. One crease there on the jacket. That's it. I'm trying not to hold it too much. My fingerprints are going to get on it. All right. They numbered it on the sticker. This is an earlier music on vinyl. These are numbered on the sticker. Yes, this is limited, colored, numbered. It's numbered. They made 1,000 of them. Billy says never played. Wow, we must have just opened. We might have just opened that for the first time then. That might have been sealed. It's Billy's record, so he would know. So that might have been sealed. But now it's open. But these music on vinyl pressings, it's hard to tell if they've been opened or not because they just come in a resealable bag. So there you go. So sealed / open / unplayed. Now, let's see. Brad Moore is at 80 on live. Let's. Did anybody else bid on the Stones? Kyle's out. I'm gonna go ahead and take the Stones off the table. All right, Doug Jeppesen, you get the Stones for $60. Now, one of the nicest copies I've had in a while of Velvet Underground Loaded, Whitney Croy's at $165. This is an OG Velvet Underground Loaded. I think this is their best work. Probably Lou Reed's best work too, in my opinion. And original inner sleeve, I can't say much more about it except it's really, really nice. And that's at $165 with Whitney Croy. Live is at $85 with David C. List auction sales, take out Discogs. Yeah, I wish there was something I could embed everything in here, but I try to keep track of the high-end stuff, but we sell so much every week, it's impossible. So Michael wants Holly, if not gone. Okay, so recap on this crate. Cat Stevens' Greatest Hits, Near Mint with Poster, $19.99. I'm talking tracks such as Wild World and Peace Train and Moonshadow and Father and Son, $14.99. Near Mint with Poster. Live is now at $90. Whitney Croy is at $177. Steven Steels is $19.99. Illegal Steels. Cat Stevens, Teaser and the Firecat, $14.99 for Teaser and the Firecat. The Great Buddy Holly, $19.99. The Great Buddy Holly. Buddy Holly Rave On. So here's some other Buddy Hollies that have some pretty good tracks. You know, they're kind of like hits, comps. So those are available. John Porter, if you want one of those. Graham Parker, Squeezing Out Sparks, $14.99. And the Beau Brummels is $14.99. Susie Breedlove gets Cat. That was the Cat Stevens Greatest Hits. Steve, you were second on that. New bid on Whitney Croy with the Velvet Underground at $177. High bid on the Live is $93. Jeff's back in on Velvet Underground at $185. The Human League, Dare, $19.99. Elton John was $19.99. George Thorogood, Better Than the Rest, is $19.99. The Association's Greatest Hits, $14.99. $14.99. They're still bidding on Velvet Underground. I think it's going to be tough to beat Whitney, and there's about 3 people still bidding on Live. Let me go ahead and get something new started then. Let's do this right here very quick. Duran Duran Rio. I got, no, I'm good. Duran Duran Rio. Near Mint USOG. Hungry Like the Wolf. $25 start. And Rio's a good song too. This is probably their most popular album, commercially, overall. It's got that classic 80s artwork on it. $25 start on Duran Duran Rio, USOG. Live is at $95. Velvet Underground is about to hit the 200 mark. So Nice. OG Cotillion. Ross Stewart is $14.99. Golden Earring, Cut. I'm stepping into the Twilight Zone, $24.99. Meatloaf, Dead Ringer, $24.99. The Tubes, $19.99. Chicago, $9.99. Ross Stewart, Footloose and Fancy Free, $14.99. All right, 2 bidders out on Live. Alex, you have that for $95. Going twice, going 3 times. Velvet Underground, now at $200. Now at $202. Now at $215. Brent Hall is at $55 on Duran Duran Rio. The Best of the Outsiders, $19.99. Paul Revere and the Raiders, Greatest Hits, $12.99. The Best of Gary and the Pacemakers, $9.99. Carole King Tapestry, $24.99. The Eagles is $34.99. ZZ Top Fandango, $34.99. Fabulous Poodles, $19.99. And Pat Benatar is $14.99. What's on Chicago? Vicky, let me see if there's a hit on here. Craig may share the track listing faster. Let's see here. Those technically aren't hits. And Baby, What a Big Surprise. Take Me Back to Chicago. Both of those songs appear on their Greatest Hits records. $225 on Velvet Underground. $228. Walt Cruz wants Paul Revere's Greatest Hits. $60 on Duran. Jeff McMaster wants the Fabulous Poodles. Do you ever get any OG Big Star in? No, I haven't had one of those in a while. And let's see here. Did I miss any other claims? Let's go ahead and sell Live to Alex Roman for $95. I sold to Alex Roman for $95. Duran Duran's now at $63. And thank you for the offer on Tapestry, but I'm keeping everything sticker price right now. I could have already taken a couple other offers, but what we'll do later on tonight, we'll go back through some of these again. All right, anybody else? I have a whole nother new crate of vinyl to go through. But first, we're going to go through some new vinyl, some new vinyl from tonight that we have not shown yet. And then I got another crate of vintage, which is, where's that at? Is that what's on the floor right there? Yeah. Is that the last crate of vintage or the next crate of vintage? ZZ Top was $34.99. No, that's what I was grabbing right now. You can put it on top of that. Or this, yeah. All right. Brent Hall's at 63 on Duran Duran, going twice, going 3 times. Steve's out. Velvet Underground's at 240. There's 2 artists in here. There's only 2 artists in this entire crate. The first one is a restock of The Cure from a Land Down Under, $33.99. Live in Sydney, $33.99. I've got 4 of those. The Cure from a Land Down Under, $33.99. No, excuse me, there's another artist. I got a restock of Nirvana Unplugged for $36.99. Craig wants a Cure. Duran Duran, I'm about to sell it. George Buchanan wants a Cure. Jeff McMaster's at $250 on Velvet Underground, now $253. So Nirvana Unplugged is $36.99. Very quickly, but I'm about to start new auctions, by the way. This bin, the rest of the titles are AC/DC. So please don't comment AC/DC. Comment the name of the title, the name of the album you want. Walt Cruz gets The Cure. And Jeff and Masters at $275 on Velvet Underground. Let's go ahead and sell Duran Duran to Brent Hall for $63. That one's gone. Near Mint OG. All right. Before I show the AC/DC, let's get a new auction started. Let's do Kiss. Hotter Than Hell. 19. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize this. You know, I even took a picture of this and posted it. I have not shown the vinyl yet. Red vinyl. Wow, I didn't even realize this. This is my live reaction. I mean, I bought this. I even took a picture and posted it on Facebook. I didn't realize it was on red vinyl. John put on the back, 77 UK. Is that what he put? He put 77 UK on red vinyl. Jeff said, I bid 40 on Duran. It sold for 63. It sold for 63. Is that what I said? Yeah. Okay, it sold for 63. $95 start on Kiss, Hotter Than Hell. Near Mint, 77 UK press on red vinyl. So nice. $95 start on that. And we just had that Love Gun the other night. And I guess it's hitting me. That was also on red vinyl. $95 start on that. We have a red vinyl Love Gun too? No, that was something else on color. That was Rolling Stones. Whitney's out on the Velvet Underground. After a long battle, Jeff McMaster is at $275. $275 on Velvet Underground loaded. Going twice, going 3 times. Pete's at $100 on Kiss. If you want an AC/DC album, let me know the name of the title. Who Made Who? $31.99. If You Want Blood, $31.99. Dirty Deeds, $31.99. Razor's Edge, $31.99. Let There Be Rock, $31.99. Highway to Hell, $31.99. For those about to rock, $31.99. High Voltage, $31.99. And Back in Black, $31.99. My AC/DC bin was almost empty. Just a few records in there, and I'll show the other ones that's not in here. Those are all available. Final call on Kiss, final call on Velvet Underground. Final call on Kiss and final call on Velvet Underground. All right, and Michael McCormick wants Razor's Edge. In that entire bin, this may be the most difficult OG to get because it came out in 1990. Thunderstruck. Brent Hall wants Let There Be Rock. That was right here. Let There Be Rock. That sold to Brent Hall. Jamie Butler wants Who Made Who. And Nirvana was $36.99. $36.99. Jamie Sperling wants high voltage. All right, we'll sell these. Let's put up 2 new auctions. Velvet Underground, loaded, is sold to Jeff McMaster for $275. Never mind on the Kiss. Joe Gabriel's at $110. This is sold to Jeff, though, for $275. Joe Gabriel is at Kiss at $110. The Cure, do I have one left? I do. There's one Cure left that's $33.99, live. And by the way, that's not an unofficial. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not. I know it looks like one, but that came from a distributor that, I mean, it's under their official tab and everything. So, Nirvana sold to Justin Hunt. And then all the AC/DC titles, which was Back in Black, High Voltage, For Those About to Rock, Highway to Hell, Let There Be Rock, Razor's Edge, Dirty Deeds, If You Want Blood, Who Made Who, and MTV Unplugged Nirvana. Tony Doyle said sold on the Cure. Last one. We sold one to Tim Holloway. Tim Holloway also wants a high voltage. Is Nirvana 180 gram? I'm pretty sure. I mean, there's no other information on it, though. Kiss is at 125. All right, let's get 2 more auctions going. Let's see what I have over here. What's in this stack? I may show some of those as a bite now. I'll have to double check them. All right, let's do this Kraftwerk title. Kraftwerk and The Who. Boy, we got a lot more Velvet Underground. I mean, this last couple collections, we got a lot more Velvet Underground. Kraftwerk. I've never... By the way, I can't believe that didn't come off. I think you could work on that and get that to come off. I don't know what that is on the cover, but when I showed this live on the video, I was like, man, I don't know what that is, but it's keeping it from being absolutely pristine. This is a gatefold pressing. Kraftwerk. It's got generic inner sleeves with it. So I'm pretty sure this is just Kraftwerk self-titled. It's a UK Vertigo press. Let me make sure on that. It is a, yeah, UK, made in England, UK Vertigo press. This is a $55 start. Kraftwerk, self-titled, gatefold, $55 start. UK Vertigo. The cover's really nice too. I would try to do something to remove. I hadn't tried myself, but might be evidence. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is. Okay, Kiss is 135. Kiss 145. Next record is The Who, Happy Jack. It's their first 2 albums. Oh, it is? It's a 2-in-1? Is that what this is? I'm not real for sure. $55 start on that. Okay, and then The Who, Happy Jack. Did I put a couple OG records in that country bin when I was sorting? Yeah. All right. Happy Jack. Yeah, it had this one needle drop across it. This is about EX. Okay, I wish it has a couple unfortunate marks on it, keeping it from being near mint minus. And this is going to be a $30 start. $25 start. The Who, Happy Jack. EX on the vinyl. Maybe VG Plus. Nice cover. Earlier Who album that's hard to find. Usually they're in really bad shape. I've had several. This one's better than most. Record 1, record 2 in the gatefold. Yeah, it says... okay, so that's what was the year? I can give you the matrix. Says, well, that says 1972. That says 1972. 64, or the catalog number, 6499268. Joe's out on Kiss. Pete W has the Kiss for $145. The Who is a $25 start. So $145 on Kiss, red vinyl, going twice, going 3 times. $25 start on The Who, $55 start on Kraftwerk. All right, Brent's in on The Who at 25. All right, let me grab a new crate of vinyl. New crate of vintage vinyl, that is. Actually, I don't have a lot of room to do it, but let me do something right quick. I'm going to bring this crate up here. So let me do some shifting. All righty. The Kiss is sold to Pete Weisgarber. Pete, you get the Kiss for $145. The Who is at $30 of Arm Lazelle. Brent Rabley, you're out. Arm Lazelle has that for $30. Kraftwerk, Ryan Anderson said he'd get it started for $65. $65 to Ryan Anderson, going twice, going 3 times. Tim Holloway wants an AC/DC Who Made Who. I did not see that, but I've got one for you. That's sold to Tim Holloway. Do you have the REM with song Everybody Hurts? What is the name of the album it's on? And I can tell you. And then Michael Bohannon, I've got you for AC/DC. Let me know which one you want. I'm going to run through a crate of new vinyl right quick before I do another bin of vintage. And this one actually has more than just AC/DC in it. Let me get my camera set up in the right location. And we're about to sell Kraftwerk for $65, and I'm about to sell the Who for $30. Okay, Iron Maiden, Number of the Beast over Hammersmith. That is $64.99, Iron Maiden. Motorhead, Everything Louder Forever. This is a very best of Motorhead, $39.99. Steve Botsford is at $68 on Kraftwerk. Tom Petty, Echo, $29.99. Michael Bohannon wants Back in Black. They were all new AC/DC albums. They were all new. It was just a restock. They were just a restock. Ryan Anderson's at $75 on Kraftwerk. 15 seconds left on The Who. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs on red vinyl, 85th anniversary. $36.99 for Snow White. Another Tom Petty Echo. We have Silverchair Freak Show, $46.99. That is limited number to 5,000 on yellow and blued marble vinyl, $46.99. The Violent Femmes, this is the indie exclusive limited edition aqua vinyl. Added up, the best of the Violent Femmes from 81 to 93, $42.99. Stone Sour is $46.99, music on vinyl. And the Grateful Dead, $28.99 on the Grateful Dead. Blink-182, Cheshire Cat, $31.99. Stevie Wonder, Someday at Christmas, Stevie Wonder, $36.99. Kraftwerk, $75. The Who is at $40. Arm Lazelle, you're out. John Porter first on Motorhead. Steve Botsford's in on Kraftwerk at $80. Do you have Rage Against the Machine, Evil Empire? I do not have Evil Empire. No, I don't. Stone Sour is self-titled, and I don't think we have that REM either. The Crystal Method, The Trip Out, $31.99. Leon Bridges, Coming Home, $29.99. And the David Bowie Lambert soundtrack, $36.99. Splendor and Misery, Clipping, $26.99. Iron Maiden self-titled, $34.99. U2, The Joshua Tree, $44.99. Queensryche, Operation Mindcrime, $49.99. Danger, Danger, music on vinyl, $38.99. Steve's at $80 on Kraftwerk. Ryan's now at $81. Arm Lazelle, let me know if you're in or out on The Who. He said out. Okay, so he already said out. Brent's at $40 on The Who, Happy Jack, EX, VG Plus, going twice, going 3 times. Kraftwerk is $72 from what I have determined. Brent Hall is first on Violent Femmes. Sell that to Brent Hall. Violent Femmes sold to Brent Hall. Marty Ellis on Stone Sour. And John put Queensryche. That's sold to John Porter. The Misfits, Static Age, $33.99. We have Blink-182, Enema of the State, $36.99. Prince, The Hits, Volume 1, $39.99. Dark Side of the Moon, Pink Floyd, Remaster, $38.99. If you don't have this in your collection, you need to buy one right now. I mean, you should feel ashamed of yourself. Dark Side of the Moon, $38.99. Smashing Pumpkins Adore is $49.99, and Smashing Pumpkins Gish. We have Gish for $39.99 and Adore for $49.99. All right. Next was Kraftwerk. We have Kraftwerk. I think we determined it was self-titled, which is like 2 records in one. I thought it was just a double LP, but someone said it's 2 records in one. And let's go ahead and sell The Who to Brent Rabley at $40. We had How Much Was Crystal Method, $31.99. And the Number of the Beast is called Number of the Beast over Hammersmith. This is the new triple LP, $64.99. Crystal Method was $31.99. Steve's at $83 on Kraftwerk. I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way because it takes up most of the crate. Not most of it. It takes up 10% of it. But we have, which is now very difficult to get once again, the Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy, and the Infinite Sadness box set. This is near mint. We got this from Billy's Collection in Crossville. I can promise you it's near mint. This is Smashing Pumpkin box set, $75 start. When we get these back in, we usually sell them new for $99.99. That's usually below market. So $75 start on that. I think that's probably a really good price on that right now. I hadn't even checked it. I just know what we are always ordering them. I kind of know what they go for, but. Darren wants Iron Maiden. Who just asked about that? Belinda. Belinda, let me know if you want Iron Maiden. If you don't, or excuse me. Yeah, Belinda. If you don't want that, I'm going to sell it to Darren. All right. Kraftwerk. Where are we at on that? She said all his. Steve's at 83 on Kraftwerk. Has anybody set out? Ryan's out. 83 on Kraftwerk, going twice, going 3 times. Smashing Pumpkins are 200 plus at the moment for sealed ones. There you go. I don't think a lot of people sell open ones. I mean, I may be wrong, but this is something a lot of people usually don't let go. Smashing Pumpkins box set. All right. Let's see here. Final call on Kraftwerk. So here's a recap of this crate. Tom Petty Echo, Tom Petty Echo. Those are $29.99. Snow White is $36.99. Silverchair, $46.99. Grateful Dead was $28.99. Blink-182, last copy. That was hard to get when it goes out of print. $31.99. Stevie Wonder Christmas album, $36.99. Crystal Method, $31.99. And Leon Bridges, $29.99. All right, Kraftwerk is sold to Steve Botsford for $83. Steve, I think you can touch up that cover and make it look even nicer. High bid on Smashing Pumpkins is now $105 with Whitney Croy. Next auction, I've got more Kraftwerk over here, and Talking Heads, and more Kraftwerk, and U2, and X, King's X. Let's do this other King's X. Same thing as the other one. We'll start it at $45. This is King's X, Out of the Silent Planet. It is a near mint copy with original inner sleeve. It is like near mint, and it has the hype sticker. Also a $45 start on that. That's auction number 2. Whitney's at $105 on the Smashing Pumpkins. King's X is at a $45 start. Scott's at $125 on Smashing Pumpkins. And our next auction is going to be, someone said, let me see what else I got in here. There were some people asking about this in the group. Somebody posted a picture and they was like, I need that. Oh, it's probably Scott Smith. He posted all of his Pink Floyd records and people was trying to buy them. I was like, guys, we're going to be having some this week. Scott don't want to sell his, but I'll sell you mine. Pink Floyd Metal. This is a 71 Los Angeles press. 71 Los Angeles press makes this an OG pressing. OG pressing of Pink Floyd Metal. This is a $45 start. 71 OG Pillow of Winds. That's a great song. Fearless is a great song. And then if you want to get tripped out for about 25 minutes, 23 minutes and 31 seconds, the entire side 2 is Echoes. This one has a couple of light scuffs on it. Nothing that we normally wouldn't call it check condition. So the scuffs, nothing that's not keeping me from calling it check condition, but it is got a couple scuffs on it. Not completely cosmetically perfect. And that is a Now at $60 with Brent Hall. Billy says, Smashing Pumpkins, I bought new and never spun any of the vinyl, so the vinyl is new. So there you go. That was just open and never spun. Billy says that's the story on that. So this thing is like near mint, unplayed. That's what the original cover looked like. It was that on the front. By the way, this is what, 4 LPs? If you ever see me get those in stock, grab one. Whitney's at $130 on Smashing Pumpkins. Brent's at $60 on Pink Floyd. Steve, where are we at on King's X? Rob Scheffler's at $45 on King's X. Rob Scheffler, $45 on King's X. David Bowie was $36.99. Splendor and Misery was $26.99. Iron Maiden self-titled, $34.99. U2, $44.99. Danger, Danger, $38.99. The Misfits, $33.99. Blink-182, $36.99. Prince was $39.99. Pink Floyd, $38.99. Smashing Pumpkins, $49.99. And Smashing Pumpkins Gish, $39.99. All right, Wolves Council, $47 on King's X. Smashing Pumpkins, $135. Final call on Pink Floyd Metal for $60. Brent Hall's at $60 on Pink Floyd Metal. It's a nice copy. Don't let me discourage you because of those scuffs. Once again, an odd Pink Floyd album because the ones I've always found, quote, in the wild, look beat up. And I'm like, man, people really wore out metal. I mean, it's not really like a party record or anything. I don't think you put that on and dance to it, but they're always just kind of in bad shape. There's a couple records that for some reason, they're always beat up. All right, this next bin of vintage is going to make my head spin. Is this, what label is this one on? We might auction that one. I'll set it aside. If not, I'll show it later. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What in the world? I'm shopping myself. I'm like, where did all this stuff come from? Nah, I really hadn't kept anything out of all these amazing records. Just maybe a few. Let me see what that is. Ooh, I didn't know we had that. Oh my gosh. I'll show you what some of the oh my gosh stuff is in just a second. Let's see here. All right. Hope y'all are ready for this one. New crate of vintage. It's intense. Auctions. Is King's X a single LP? Yes, this is the OG. This is the OG. It comes as a single LP. King's X out of the Silent Planet Near Mint Shrink Wrap and Hype Sticker. High bid on that is $47 with Wolf Council. Rob, I'm just kind of waiting on you. Scott's out on the Smashing Pumpkins. Whitney has that for $155. Going twice, going 3 times. We have Rob backing on that. Let's go ahead and sell Brent. Brent is going to get the Pink Floyd for $60. Blondie sampler. Walt, I'll put it up right now. Blondie sampler. This is a sampler of Blondie music from Blondie's first album. It's a 3-track EP. Rip Her to Shreds, In the Flesh, and Ex Offender. I will start this at $25. It is near mint. I haven't got to clean this one yet. I will put it through the cleaner. It also plays at 45 RPM. That is now up for bid. Blondie, the vinyl is near mint. Wolves Council, let me know if you're in on King's X. And final call on Smashing Pumpkins at $155. Williams back in at $160. I don't have a waiting list for that. Well, if I do, it's older now. And probably if we ever get in a new shipment, I'll just restart them. Once those long waiting lists get outdated, we pretty much have to just start them over. Okay, everybody pay close attention here. John Prine, Diamonds in the Rough. Near mint copy. I don't know who was buying all the John Prines the other night, but here's another beautiful OG 4-digit Atlantic, $64.99, and I think this is his best album. Diamonds in the Rough, $64.99. Has my favorite John Prine song, which is Souvenirs. What's those first lines? The snow is melted on Christmas Day or something like that. Very, very good. Whitney's back in on Smashing Pumpkins. Walt's at $25 on Blondie. Wolves Council's back in on King's X. Fine Young Cannibals, $19.99. Fine Young Cannibals, $19.99. This is, I don't know, it's $19.99. Peekaboo, what's that say? Oh, it's Susie and the Banshees. Susie and the Banshees, Peekaboo. This has got, is this a 6-track? It's like an EP. It's kind of like an EP, it looks like. That's $19.99. That's in shrink wrap. Def Leppard, Pyromania, $44.99. Def Leppard, Pyromania, nice U.S. pressing, $44.99 on that. Tom Petty, Hard Promises. Tom Petty is $34.99. Hard Promises. Wow, what a nice copy. $34.99. Tom Petty, Hard Promises. Okay, we're going to have to peel it back for a second. Got a lot going on. First thing we got going on is Walt Cruz was at 25 on Blondie. Wolves Council was at 52 on King's X. Then we got a new bid on Smashing Pumpkins at 165. Then Brent Rabley was first to the John Prine. Edward Star Wars was second. Michael Bohannon third. John Porter fourth. Rob's back in on the King's X at 55. Next Played Records is at 168 on Smashing Pumpkins. Brent Hall first on Fine Young Cannibals. Michael Massey first on Susie and the Banshees. Brad Bolin bid 30 on the Blondie sampler. Dana, you were second on Susie. Doug, you were third. William Michael back in on Smashing Pumpkins at 170. Whitney at 172. Waltz at 35 on the Blondie. Edward on the Def Leppard. Philip, it looks like, was second. Michael Bohannon first on Tom Petty. All right, Wolves Council back in on that at 56. All three auctions are still getting bids. We'll keep those going. My Life in the Bush of Ghost, Brian Eno and David Byrne. This is $44.99. My Life in the Bush of Ghost, Brian Eno and David Byrne. Wow, near mint copy, $44.99 on that. We have the Beatles White Album on white vinyl. Here's one of the ones I said whoa to. $99.99, near mint white album on white vinyl. 1978 white vinyl with posters and photos, $99.99, near mint on white vinyl. John Prine, Sweet Revenge, $64.99. John Prine, Sweet Revenge, another really nice copy, $64.99 on this. John Prine, Sweet Revenge, 4-digit Atlantic. Original inner sleeve, and it has the insert with it. Lyric insert, John Prine. Okay, back up to the top. Rob Scheffler is 60 on King's X. Brad is out on Blondie. So King's X is now at 60. Wolves Council, you're at. Walt Cruz has the Blondie sampler promo. That is at 35. And Smashing Pumpkins was at 172. Larry Underhill's at 175. Okay, next claim was, let me make sure. Yep, we already pulled Tom Petty. So Brad Moore got Brian Eno. Tanner, that one was $44.99. Alex Roman got the White Album. Larry Underhill, 175 on Smashing Pumpkins. Brent Rabley first to John Prine. And we have Smashing Pumpkins at 180. I'm about to sell King's X. I'm about to sell Blondie. Because Wolves Council's out on King's X now. So that's going to go to Rob Scheffler unless someone else bids. Brian Eno, $44.99. A lot of Brian Eno, $44.99 in this collection. This one's called Taking Tiger Mountain by Strategy. Also $44.99, near mint. Frampton Comes Alive, original picture disc, $39.99. Zachary Smith, first to Brian Eno. Next is Marshall Crenshaw, Field Day, $19.99 on Marshall Crenshaw. And we have Alice Cooper, Pretties for You, $34.99. The reason this one's $34.99 and not $84.99 in this condition is because it's a 73 repress. I want y'all to see this though. It may be the nicest copy we've ever had, even though it's a repress. It's a Gatefold 73 Alice Cooper, $74.99. All right, Larry Underhill, let me know if you're in or out on Smashing Pumpkins. King's X is sold to Rob Scheffler for $60, and Blondie is sold to Walt Cruz for $35. Next auction. Let's do a Beatles UK press, and let's do a Pink Floyd. Ah, Pink Floyd. The feed has stopped all of a sudden. Is everybody alive out there? The Beatles, Hard Day's Night. We had these. We had some of these last night. We're going to keep showing them. This is a French pressing, near mint, Hard Day's Night. We sold a couple of these French imports. They're extremely nice, as in near mint condition. This is a $55 start. The Beatles, a Hard Day's Night, French pressing. It is near mint with the foreign cover, or the European cover, I'll put it. That is a $55 start. And I'm waiting to see if we have... Oh, wait a minute. This is on blue vinyl. There's also... Timeout. There's also somebody at the door, which is with Tanner's food, which distracted me. So, okay. All right, Larry Underhill's out. William Michael has Smashing Pumpkins for 180, going twice, going 3 times. Pink Floyd is a 1977 Holland pressing on blue vinyl. It is near mint. 77 Holland pressing on blue vinyl. $115 start. Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. $55 start on Hard Day's Night. Wall of Voodoo. I will auction it right now. I've got the Stones, Tom Petty, X, Kraftwerk, Talking Heads, Kraftwerk, Wall of Voodoo, Call of the West. Smashing Pumpkins is sold for $180 to William Michael. Melancholy box set. I'm going to lay that right there. Wall of Voodoo, Call of the West is a $20 start. Wall of Voodoo, Call of the West, near mint, $20 start. Have I missed anything else? Alice Cooper was $34.99. Sparks, $39.99. 1972 reissue, Terre Haute press. Sparks is $39.99. Wow, that's nice. High bid on Pink Floyd's $125. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy Part 2, the restaurant at the end of the universe. This is 180 gram. This is a 1980 UK press, $24.99. It almost feels like 180 gram, but that was just a slip up. 1980 UK, $24.99 on that. Bruce Springsteen Thunder Rogue, $44.99. This is a 1978 live unofficial, vintage unofficial bootleg. That is $44.99. Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band, Like a Rock. That is $24.99. And Buzzcocks, A Different Kind of Tension. That is a 1980 Terre Haute press, $29.99. All right, back up to our auctions. Pink Floyd, $125. Wall of Voodoo, $20. Wall of Voodoo, $20. Pink Floyd, $130. Edward Star Wars, first on Sparks. Yes, this one has Mexican radio on it. Derek Clark wants Alice Cooper, Pretties, and Sparks. Derek, we've already sold Sparks. Somebody was right before you, but you do get Alice Cooper. Walt Cruz wants the Buzzcocks. Wall of Voodoo's at $25. Pink Floyd's at $125, and I'm about to end the Beatles if nobody bids in a moment. The Dictators, Blood Brothers, $34.99. This is a 1978 white label promo. 1978 white label promo. And Berlin is $24.99. This one has Take My Breath Away hype sticker, love theme from Top Gun. In shrink wrap, near mint copy. Berlin is $24.99. Take My Breath Away. Wall of Voodoo, $28. Ryan Anderson on the Dictators. Pink Floyd is sold to Arm Lozelle for $125. That's the blue vinyl Holland. That's good, cool. That's awesome. Oh, don't want anything to fall there, Tanner. And if anybody wants the Beatles, $55 buy it now. The Beatles, Hard Day's Night. $55 buy it now. Michael said, what about my bid? Hold on a second. Oh, wait a minute. Michael Nath bid $130 on that. I'm so sorry. Michael Nath is at $130 on Pink Floyd. Let me bring that one back. Michael Nath is at $130. Sorry. 130 with Michael Nath. Going once, going twice. Wolf Council, you're out. And Wolves Council, or whoever was bidding on that, R.M. Lazelle, I believe, was at the 125 bid, is what I said. Yeah, so R.M. Lazelle, let me know if you're in or out on that. He's at 135. Edward wants the Beatles for 55. The Beatles, Hard Day's Night. That's sold to Edward Star Wars for Hard Day's Night. Oh, do you want help or Hard Day's Night? This is Hard Day's Night. I'm going to tag you for that if you want it. No one's claimed Berlin yet. All right, they're still bidding on Pink Floyd, and Roxy Music is $44.99. This is a 1974 original Presswell press. Don't look. Roxy Music. That is $44.99. He does want Hard Day's Night. All right, that's sold for $55. The Band, The Last Waltz, is $49.99. 1978 gold disc pressing. I don't think it's on gold vinyl, but it's a gold disc pressing. Huh. Never seen that distinguishing marks on that record, but that's $49.99. Wall of Voodoo's $31. Pink Floyd's at $140. Was Marshall Crenshaw sold. Marshall Crenshaw is still here. Ryan Anderson first to Roxy Music. Jimmy Ball second. Brad Moore first on the Band. Brent Rabley was second. R.M. Lazelle's out on Pink Floyd, so that means Michael Nath has it for $140, going once, going twice. Brian Hummel third on the Band. Edward fourth. Wolves Council's at $34 on Wall of Voodoo. And Marshall Bassett wants the Marshall Crenshaw. Marshall gets the Marshall. Next auction. Here's some stuff I still got. Blondie, Atomic, Buckingham Nicks, Pink Floyd, Saucer Full of Secrets. It's a 69 Winchester Press multicolor label. We've got it stickered at 3 digits, so that's going to be over a 3-digit start. We hadn't done a Kiss in a few moments. Let's do a Kiss Love Gun. No gun. Oh, it's got something in here. Hold the press. It's got an insert. Nice copy, though. This is from that, it's from the Bowling Green collection, Bowling Green, Kentucky. As you can tell how glossy the cover is, it is a really nice copy. $35 start, Kiss Love Gun. No gun, it looks like. It does have the Kiss merchandise insert. Hey, I've got 2 of those behind the counter if anybody's interested. I've got 2 Kiss comics if anybody's interested in those behind the counter. I've been meaning to send them off to have them graded, and I never have. This is nice. Oh my gosh. Looks unplayed. Love Gun, $35 start. Wow. Just need a gun with it. Somebody can buy or find an unopened. This is a top copy. Inner sleeve, no splits on it, no creases, no folds, and the cover is like near mint and glossy. Price on comic. Let me grab those and I'll show them. They're up there in that top cubby, Seth or Ed. Seth knows, or Ed knows where they're at. We was looking at them the other night. Well, that was probably 6 months ago, but it's been a lot. Time flies. Okay, let's go ahead and sell Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd is sold to C. Michael Nath at $140. Wall of Voodoo. I think Wolves finally said out. And that left Brent Hall, 36 on that. 36 on that. I'm going to go ahead and end those. Kiss, Love Gun, unbelievably nice. 35, 45, 45, 50, 55, and now 60. Steely Dan, Katie Lied, $34.99. Here's one that we don't get as often, and this is extremely nice. I've been saying that a lot tonight because it's true. $34.99 on that. Let me get my camera back and centered. 60, 75 on Kiss. Let's do this other Talking Heads. We hadn't had this one up for auction in a while. And yeah, oh, I can show these Beatles comics too. Do we need to auction the Kiss? We may need to. Well, now that 2 or 3 people's asked, I can't show them. I'll have to auction them. So give me a second. I'll put those up for auction. Talking Heads, near mint in original inner sleeve. This is called Little Creatures. It's a near mint OG from 1985. That's a $45 start. Talking Heads, Little Creatures, $45 start on that. Let's go ahead and run the Pink Floyd. I mentioned that. A couple of people said, yes, please, Chad. Pink Floyd. Let me take a look at it before I tell you. Like I said, some of these we go ahead and sticker, and then I put them. Oh, wow. That's my live reaction to looking at this for the first time. Oh man, it's got one, this thing's perfect, and then it's got one scuff that runs across. I'm going to show it if y'all can see it. One unfortunate needle drop, it looks like, that runs across the entire, definitely a non-feeler. This is so nice though. This is so nice. That's unfortunate about that one. That one scuff wouldn't be there, I'd call the vinyl a 9.5. This is still going to be a $115 start. $115 start. Better than a, yeah, we'll call it a VG Plus cover. That is very nice though. Saucer full of secrets. First time I ever found one of these, I think, was at a garage sale, and it's I still have it. It's probably a G Plus, VG minus, and that's how I found others in the past. Has that one mark. It's probably non-audible. I hadn't test played it, but okay. Back up to the top. 60, Kiss 70. Arm Lozelle first on Steely Dan. Kiss 70. Arm Lozelle got Steely Dan. Edward second. Jamie Butler third. Kiss 80. Kiss 85. Talking Heads 45. Kiss 90. Kiss 95. The Beatles, Help. 1976 Orange Capitol label. That's a reissue. $29.99. Orange Capitol label. Chef Jason's at 50 on Talking Heads. Van Morrison TB Sheets. 1973 Pittman pressing. $34.99. The band The Last Waltz, is it a triple LP? Yes. It should be. We will check though. The band, we're checking right now. I'm pretty sure it is. BBC Records and Tapes. Doctor Who, the music. If I hadn't told you already, this guy was really into Doctor Who. I mean, he probably has 50,000 comic books in his basement. So, of course, he just was into Doctor Who stuff too. I don't know if that's really related to comic books, but you get what I mean. He was into a lot of different stuff. This is $29.99. It's in shrink wrap. And Van Morrison Astral Weeks. This one is $99.99. Green Warner Brothers label. It's a 1968 Terre Haute press. $99.99. Van Morrison. That one's, it is 3LP. Blue Cheer. Vince Eruptum. I can never say that. Sorry. That is $29.99. 1978 press. Okay, Talking Heads 50. Band is a 3LP. Kiss 110. 52 on Talking Heads. Billy's out. Tim Holloway first to Help. George is at 115 on Kiss. If anybody, speaking of 115, if anybody wants Pink Floyd, it's $115. It's got that one unfortunate mark. That is $115 if anybody wants it. Help with sticker price. Arm Lozelle gets Pink Floyd for $115. Can't believe no one bid. Derek Clark first to Blue Cheer. That's so to Derek Clark. And Van Morrison condition. Joel, the cover is VG Plus, and the vinyl is, it is near mint minus. It has some of that kind of what I call acidic transfer from the inner sleeve. Just a little spot right there. Side 2 is near mint. Very, very nice. Kevin Squires, you were second on Blue Cheer. The Runaways, Queen of Noise, $39.99. The Runaways, Queens of Noise, U.S. Press, near mint, $39.99. All right, final call on Talking Heads. Talking Heads is at $52 with Brent Hall. $52. Talking Heads, Little Creatures, $52. Kiss Love Gun is at $120 with Pete. George, just let me know if you're in or out. And where are we at? Wolves Council on the Runaways. And Joel passes on Van Morrison. Generation X. Gold stamp promo on the front. $29.99. Billy Idol on lead vocals. George is back in on Kiss at $125. Alice Cooper, Easy Action. This is $49.99. It's a 1970 OG Terre Haute. OG Terre Haute. Green label, $49.99 on Cooper. And we have the Runaways, Waiting for the Night. I don't think I've ever had that one. It's a 77 club pressing, $39.99. Vince Bus Reruptum. Close enough. It's the Back in Black OG. No, it was a 180 gram remaster. Brad Bolin, first to Gen X. Generation X. Wolves Council was second. Pete's at 130 on Kiss. Wolves Council first on the Runaways. Walt, you were second. Van Morrison, Ryan. There's two Van Morrisons in here. There's Astral Weeks, $99.99. And then TB Sheets was $34.99. James Bragg, you were third on the Runaways. Derek Clark first on Alice Cooper. George is out on Kiss. Pete W is at 130 on the Kiss Love Gun. Going once, going twice. And we can go ahead and sell Talking Heads for $52 to Brent Hall. Brent, you get that for $52. Okay. Let me show one of these Kiss comics. I've got two. I'm going to show the one that's in better condition. Yes, let me show the one that's in better condition. This is the best one we have. It is Kiss. Actually, the title is called A Marvel Comics Super Special. Kiss. If somebody's interested in this, it takes $250 to get it started. This one is really nice. $250 start. I think it would be graded an 8. Very extremely. Let me download my comic book grading software here. Extremely fine, I think, is what they call an 8. This is printed in real Kiss blood. They took a vial of their blood and poured it in the ink. That is a true story. $250 to get that started. One of the really cool original Kiss collectibles that's out there. All right, let's go ahead and sell Pete W. Kiss for $130. Some of these graded near mint and higher sell for close to $1,000. I'm pretty sure, unless I'm completely wrong on that. But check that, a 9.8. Oh my gosh, I don't know what that would bring. Expensive. All right, let's do the Greta Van Fleet right quick on yellow vinyl, and let's do this Clash self-titled album. All right, we have Greta Van Fleet, Anthem of the Peaceful Army. I'm not even going to say that. Let me take a sip of sweet tea, Tanner. I can't say that. Seth, you want to come over for a second? Thank you. Seth's going to be my pinch talker tonight. All right. I'm at my stretching point. We're at the 9:30 stretch. My brain. Let me pop all my knuckles and brain and my neck. I don't need to pop my brain. Okay. Greta Van Fleet, Anthem of the Peaceful Army. Urban Outfitters limited edition yellow vinyl. Near mint, $65 start. Greta Van Fleet, Anthem of the Peaceful Army, $65 start. The Clash is a 1979 near mint Black Epic label. The Clash self-titled. Also a $65 start. I don't see any promo with this. Any promo 45. $65 start. We have a bid on Greta Van Fleet. We're looking for the same start on the Clash. Tom Petty, Damn the Torpedoes, $34.99. Johnny Cash, Silver. This is a 1979 white label promo, $34.99. Johnny Cash, Silver, white label promo. Iggy Pop, Zombie Birdhouse, $29.99 for Iggy Pop, Zombie Birdhouse, $29.99 on that. Astral Weeks. Astral Weeks is $99.99. It's a 1968 Terre Haute press. I consider the vinyl to be near mint minus. Green Warner Brothers label. Marshall Bassett, first on the Tom Petty. Clash is at 65. Greta Van Fleet's at 65. Those are both going twice, going 3 times. If anybody wants the Kiss comic, I'm about to make it $250 buy it now. Queen's Greatest Hits. Queen's Greatest Hits is $34.99. The Judds, Rockin' with the Rhythm, $19.99 on the Judds. Van Morrison, Inarticulate Speech of the Heart, $34.99. The Runaways live in Japan, $54.99. 1977 Japan pressing. Live in Japan, The Runaways. Rock and Roll High School soundtrack. This is a gold stamp promo, $39.99, 1979 Los Angeles press. Sex Pistols, Gun Control, 1979 unofficial, $39.99. It's Peaceful, misspelled on the back of Greta. Final Call on the Clash, as in $65, Final Call. And then Greta, Peaceful. Well, it's behind this sticker. I really can't tell. It's behind that sticker. Yeah, I can't see. Gwen is at $67. Blue Cheer has already sold. Blue Cheer is already sold. Gwen's at $67. Michael Ling, first on the Runaways. Sean Jones, second. Wayne Titsworth, third. Adam Stein, fourth. And the band Islands, $34.99 on the band. Jack Bruce, Songs for a Tailor, $34.99, 1969 Monarch Press. Oh, never mind. Rock and Roll. Wayne Titsworth was... Hold on a second. I got a little mixed up there. RR was for Rock and Roll High School, which I think is what Sean was after. Ramones on that. Then, so Sean, if that's right, you were second. And then Wayne was first on Run for Runaways. Is that right, Wayne? You get the Runaways. Johnny Cash sold to Susie Breedlove. Beatles Help has already sold. Kevin's out in Las Vegas. And that was correct. So Sean was second on Rock and Roll High School. Blondie, Auto American, $39.99. Blondie, Auto American. And Brian Eno, Discreet Music, $49.99, 1975 UK press. Brian Eno, Discreet Music. Has a little bit of a cover. Corner got a little ding there. Looks a lot better now since I pushed it back. And the Kinks, Kink size, this is $29.99. The Kinks, Kink size, $29.99. That is a set 1970s press. Roots of Rock and Roll compilation, $19.99. This is a blues compilation, $19.99. Okay, Yes and Yes. Zachary Smith, first on the Brian Eno. Michael Nath on the Roots of Rock and Roll. And how much was Queen's Greatest Hits? Matthew, I was just about to say, I can't believe no one grabbed this. I've sold these as much as $40 and $50. This is $34.99. It has the original inner sleeve. This is the Sterling and the Dead Wax. Really good sounding record. Queen's Greatest Hits. That's $34.99. Let me see if I can, before I finally call the Greta Van Fleet, I don't know if I can slide the shrink wrap off this one or not. I don't want to rip it or tear it. Yeah. The way the shrink wrap is on this one, I don't think I can take it off. No. The way it's creased right here, I can't take that off without ripping it. All right, so Greta Van Fleet, I can do a final call on that. Gwen bid 67. I never did hear back from Sarah Long again. Sarah, let me know if you're in or out on that. Gwen has it for 67. I'm about to sell it. And I could have sold this a long time ago. The Clash is sold to Doug Jefferson for $65. I'm about to sell that. And if anybody wants this, it's $250. If anybody wants this, it's $250. Sarah's back in on Greta Van Fleet at $68. $250 on the Kiss comic. If you want one that's a little bit less, If you want one that's a little bit less, I'll sell this one for $200. This one's got a couple just little crease there in the corner. That one's a little cheaper. $200 on that one. $250 for the one on the left. Iggy is $29.99. I'm about to go through that bin one more time. I also need to get several more auctions rolling. Let's do this other craft work, which is called Exceller 8. Craftwork Exceller 8, the best of Craftwork. That is a $35 start. $35 start on that. $35 start on that. Did Matthew let me know if you want the Queen's Greatest Hits. Sarah's at 68 on Greta Van Fleet. Gwen's at 70. We can't tell on the Greta Van Fleet if it's a misspelling because there's this gigantic sticker, which I may be able to peel off, but that's unfortunate. I can't tell. I'm trying to peek behind it, but I really can't without damaging the shrink wrap, and we don't want to do that. Gwen's at 70. Michael Nath, I still have the Queen's Greatest Hits if you want it. Belinda says, I'll take it. So this is sold to somebody. Michael Nath, if that's yours, it's yours. If not, Belinda was next. He says, I'll take it. So Michael Nath gets the Queen's Rock. Matthew Christ passed. Michael Nath gets it. Edward was third. Greta Van Fleet's at 72. And Craftwork is at 37. Craftwork is at 37. All right, here's what's left in this bin. This is Frampton Comes Alive picture disc, $39.99. The Hitchhiker Guide to the Galaxy Part 2, that was $19.99. White Light, White Heat, I can do that right now. Springsteen, Thunder Rogue, $44.99. Bob Seger, $24.99, Like a Rock. Berlin, this one's called Count 3 and Pray with the hype sticker and shrink wrap, Take My Breath Away, $24.99. We have Van Morrison TB Sheets, $34.99. And Doctor Who The Music. Doctor Who The Music, $29.99. All right, final call on Craftwork at $37. Greta Van Fleet's now at $75. We got to do Velvet Underground and the Plasmatics New Hope. Let me find that. The Plasmatics New Hope. It must be back here with the other Plasmatics records. It is. All right, so Sarah and Gwen are battling over that. We have the Plasmatics. We have the Plasmatics with an insert. We have the LP here, which is absolutely near mint. New Hope for the Wretched, Plasmatics. This is going to be a $35 start. There's the LP, there's the insert, and this cover is extremely nice. $35 start on the Plasmatics. Sarah's at 80 on Greta Van Fleet. Final warning on the Craftwork at $37. Gwen says she's out on Greta Van Fleet. Iggy Pop, Zombie Birdhouse, $29.99. Van Morrison was $99.99. The Judds was $19.99. Tom Ulanowski wants Bruce Springsteen. John Mincemoyer's in on the Plasmatics. Tom, you get the Bruce Springsteen. Van Morrison, that one was $34.99. The Sex Pistols Unofficial, $39.99. Islands, the band, $34.99. Jack Bruce, Songs for a Tailor, $34.99. This is a 1969 Monarch Press. 69 Monarch Press, yellow Atco label. We have Blondie, Auto American, $39.99. And the Kinks, Kink Size, it's a 70s press, near mint, $29.99. All right, Craftwork is sold to Brian C. for $37. Greta Van Fleet is sold to Sarah Long for $80. And the Plasmatics is now at $40. All right, so there's the Plasmatics. Let me see what kind of copy of Velvet Underground we have here. I really hadn't got to check this one too much. We may have to check out the Matrix live here on air because this is probably very depending on what we have here. It looks like an older pressing for sure. White Light, White Heat, the Velvet Underground. This is Verve V/5006. The Matrix is V6 5046 MGS 1258 or 1256, one of the two. The vinyl's about EX Plus. Has a couple of scuffs on it right there. Has a couple needle drops. Side two's a little bit better. Has some kind of odd scuffing on it. John's at 50 on the plasmatics. I'll start that at $55 without really taking a lot of other. Compared to all the other Velvet Undergrounds, I bet it's OG. So we'll call that a $55 start. Velvet Underground. Whitney's in. I figured she would be. The matrix on that one is V6 5046 MGS 1258. One more time. V6 5046 and then a space MGS, then another space 1258. And then we can all figure out what kind of pressing we have there. Very important with these. Whitney's at 55. Adam Stein's at 55 on the plasmatics. The plasmatics, we have an original copy of New Hope for the Wretched. Very nice jacket. It's on Stiff Records, near mint. And it has the Wendy O. Williams Secret Service insert with it. Adam Stein's at $55 on that. We also have a $55 bid on Velvet Underground. All right, let me combine these over here with our other new arrivals from tonight. Okay. $175 for the second Kiss comic. Gregory, $185 and it's yours. $185 and it's yours. What do we have? Let me check this crate over here. I told you I might do a random half-off crate. Might do a random half-off crate, and I think that might be what this one right here is. Excuse me. Yeah, let's do this one right here. Excuse me. Stereo on the Velvet Underground. Stereo on the Velvet Underground. Plasmatics is at 65. This is a very random bin of a lot of different stuff. I think this was maybe some stuff from flip crates that didn't sell. There's some new arrivals in here from not too long ago, like October and December. I consider that not too long ago. And everything in here is going to be half off. Got these to show. We're showing these while I'm about to start some new auctions. No one else has bid on Velvet Underground. Whitney has it for 55. I've got to sell it pretty quick, and they're still bidding on the plasmatics. The other craft work and Wild Take 19, everything is sticker price right now, David. I haven't discounted anything. I've had a lot of people ask, and I've said no to everybody, and I have to keep it that way for right now. A little bit later, we may go through, and I may consider on a few things. But here's the other craft work. Let's put this one up. I think we had a bite. This one was a random bite now the other night. And this is Craftwork Ralph Florian. Craftwork Ralph Florian has the original inner sleeve. This one is this one's about EX condition. This one's about EX condition. Craftwork Ralph Florian. That's a $45 start. $45 start on Craftwork. That's called Ralph Florian. $45 start on that one. Okay, where are we at on the plasmatics? Adam Stein, let me know if you're in or out. John Mintzmoyer has it for 65. Velvet Underground's at 60. And Whitney's at 65. We're about to start a half-off crate, meaning everything in here is half off. Let me move this here so I can. There you go. That's how it usually looks. All right. Everybody ready? Tanner, you ready? All right. We have Roy Orbison, Laminar Flow. This is now $10. So if I'm going to be telling you a half off crate's pretty easy, I'll be telling you what the price is after the half off. Roy Orbison is $10. The Association Live, $10 in shrink wrap, 2LP. We have John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band, Roadhouse, $10 on that. Scandal, Love's Got a Line on You, that is $8.50. Paul Simon, still crazy after all these years, $10. Paul Simon, I just showed that one, unless it's another copy. No, it's not. That's the one I just showed. And Paul Simon, One Trick Pony, $10 on that. All right, the Plasmatics is sold to John Mincemoyer for $65. That is sold to John Mincemoyer for $65. We got Craftwork at 50 of Ryan Anderson, going twice, going 3 times. Whitney's at 65 on Velvet Underground. It's between Whitney and Jeff McMaster. Jeff's at 70. New claims. So Marty Ellis was first on Scandal. Tanner, that's half off. Everything I'll be pulling out of this crate just half off. And Stereo on JC. JC was John Cafferty. That's sold to Stereo. Velvet Underground's at 75. We have Santana Caravansari. That is $7.50. Willie Nelson, The Ghost, is $10. Willie Nelson, The Ghost, and Seals and Croft, Sudan Village, $5 in shrink wrap. And Quincy Jones, Body Heat. There's the insert for that Plasmatics. Quincy Jones, $7.50. Johnny Rivers, Rewind. That is $6.50. Johnny Rivers. And Kenny Loggins, Night Watch, $5 on Kenny Loggins. James Bragg on San. That was Santana. Let's go ahead and sell Ryan Anderson Craftwork for $50. And let's go ahead and say Velvet Underground's at $75. Greg Brummett, you were second to Santana. I will run Dave Matthews Band as soon as I get Ed to scan this matrix or barcode if it has one and tell me what I have here, because I'm not for sure at all on this one. Let me know what we got with that one, and then I'll put that up for auction. And I've got, let's see, did Gregory Griffin want the Kiss comic? I'm not for sure. He never did say yes or no on that. He never did say. Gregory Griffin, let me know if you're okay with 185 on that Kiss record. Black Sabbath Sabotage, next auction. Really nice copy of this. Very nice copy of Sabotage. Near mint. This one's unbelievable. Be very happy with this one. $40 start, Black Sabbath Sabotage. Jimmy Ball gets to Kenny Loggins. Original Warner Brothers inner sleeve. $40 start on that. Black Sabbath Sabotage. $40 start on that. All right, Velvet Underground. Whitney's at 75. Jeff McMaster, let me know if you're in or out. UJ's at 40 on Sabbath. Jimmy Ball got the half off Kenny Loggins. We have the Gentrys. That is $10 on the Gentrys. The Dig, Gold Stamp promo, it's $5. And Scarlet, $25 after the half off on Scarlet. $25 on that. Next is Beaver and Crowls, All Good Men. That is $7.50. And Classic Film Scores of Betty Davis. That is $7.50. Capability Brown, Voice, $10 on that. My Son the Nut, Alan Sherman, $5. And Hold On, it's D. Clark, $15 on that. All right, Black Sabbath is at 40 with UJ Miller. That's going twice, going 3 times. Velvet Underground is sold to Whitney Croy for $75. Black Sabbath is at 40 with UJ Miller. And let's see here. Let me figure out, where's that other crate? Oh, here we go. Let me add all these in here. All right. Let me see what I got here. Okay, here's another Stones I've been meaning to put up. And let's do Lou Reed, let's do this Lou Reed Transformer. Jeff, I just sold Velvet Underground. My bad. I didn't think you were in anymore. I didn't see your bids. I thought you either got off or wasn't interested anymore. I've already sold it to Whitney. Sorry. I may have done that one a little too soon, but I was assuming you was out. Rolling Stones, Between the Buttons, yellow vinyl. I'm telling you, these Holland colored vinyl imports from the Stones are killer. They're all near mint too. Between the Buttons, same as all the others, or I think close to it. $45 start. Final Call on Black Sabbath. And Lou Reed Transformer is an orange vinyl, RCA press. Lou Reed Transformer, near mint. Walk on the Wild Side, Vicious, Satellite of Love. That's a $30 start. Lou Reed Transformer. $30 start on that. All right. Can you show the Willie again and the label? Sure thing. Mark Fallon, the Dave Matthews, we are checking right now. I'm about to put it up for auction. And the Ghost Willie Nelson. The Ghost Willie Nelson is on Solid Gold Productions. Distributed by Platinum Management and Distribution, Inc., Hendersonville, Tennessee. Hendersonville, Tennessee, $10. Lou Reed 30, Lou Reed 30, Rolling Stones 45, Lou Reed 30, Lou Reed 30, Lou Reed 40, Lou Reed 40, Stones 50, Lou Reed 50, and this is a 2014 numbered Dave Matthews Band, Remember Two Things. There's two in the U.S. for sale. They start at $200. I'll start this one at $150. Dave Matthews Band, Remember Two Things. Deluxe Edition, first time on vinyl, pressed on 180-gram audiophile vinyl, 12-page book with lyrics and rare unpublished photos, individually numbered, and this is a $150 start. Dave Matthews Band, Remember Two Things. Near mint, 2LP, numbered on the back. That's a $150 start, DMB. UJ Miller gets Black Sabbath for $40. UJ Miller gets Black Sabbath for $40. The Stones, Between the Buttons, on colored vinyl. That is yellow colored vinyl. Rob is at $75 on that. High bid on Lou Reed. High bid on Lou Reed is at $50 with Whitney Croy. Lou Reed Transformer on orange vinyl, or excuse me, on orange RCA label. And Dave Matthews Band is a $150 start. Okay, everything in this bin is half off. Sean Phillips. Sean Phillips is $7.50. Sean Phillips is $10. The Sidewinders, $12.50. Genesis, 3 Sides Live, $17.50. Genesis, 3 Sides Live. Nice looking copy. Eric Clapton Backless, $17.50 on that. Elton John self-titled VG Plus, $12.50. Original uni label VG Plus on the vinyl. Michael Nath in on the Sidewinders. James Bragg is at $150 on Dave Matthews Band. We have Final Call on Lou Reed at $50 with Whitney. Final Call on Lou Reed at $50. Stones is $55, $60, $70, $75, $76. Michael Nath got Eric Clapton Backless. Kyle Morgan first to Elton John. Jordan, you were second to Clapton. Tyler, you were second to Elton John. Kenneth and John, you were third and fourth to Elton John. The Who, Quadrophenia. That is $17.50, 2LP with book. Irwin Allen's The Towering Inferno soundtrack, promo copy. That is now $20. Sting, The Dream of the Blue Turtles. That is $12.50. Jordan Vernoy wants the Genesis 3 Sides Live. Michael Nath first on the Who, Quadrophenia. I can go ahead and sell Lou Reed to Whitney Croy for $50. Final Call on the Stones. David C. has that for $76. Rob's out. And I'm waiting for, I guess it was down to Rob. So that means David C. has that for $176. Adam Stein's at $155 on Dave Matthews Band. $155 and $76 on those. Sting is $12.50. Paul McCartney, Back to the Egg. It's also $12.50. Greg Brummett first on Sting. We're in a bin of half-off records here. Uptown and Lowdown, Cliff Jackson's Washboard Wanderers. That is $10. And Gary Lewis and the Playboys, More Golden Greats, $5. The Kingston Trio, The Last Month of the Year, Christmas album, $5. Robert Parker, Barefootin', VG copy, $7.50. The Firm, Mean Business, VG Plus, $10 on that. Let's go ahead and get a third auction started. Our third auction will be let's do another Plasmatics. The Plasmatics Butcher Baby. 3 big songs. The Plasmatics Butcher Baby. 3 big songs. Near mint, 45 RPM, made in England, UK. $25 start on that, the Plasmatics. It is near mint. Very, very nice. $25 start on that. We can go ahead and sell the Rolling Stones colored vinyl to David C. for $76. Plasmatics is a $25 start. Adam Stein's back in on Dave Matthews Band at $165. Scott Corcoran got the Firm for $10. There's one Stones. Let me figure out where the other one is now. Did I have another stack of more? Right here. All right. Also, $45 start on this. The Rolling Stones, Through the Past Darkly, on green colored vinyl. Another Stones import on colored vinyl. This is Through the Past Darkly. It's on green vinyl. Honky Tonk Women, Ruby Tuesday, Jumpin' Jack Flash. It's the Stones. Hits Volume 2. $45 start on that, green vinyl. Let me show it to you one more time. These are near mint. $45 start on that. Dave Matthews Band, $175. Mike Langford's at $35 on the Plasmatics. $45 start on the Stones. Jane Fonda's Workout Record, $10 on that. Olivia Newton-John Soul Kiss, $5 on Olivia Newton-John. Genesis Invisible Touch 12-inch single, $7.50. The Baby's Head First is a VG copy for $5. James Brown, I'm Real, 12-inch single, $7.50. And Mike Panera, Isla. That is $10. Mike Panera, Isla. James Gang, Jesse Comes Home, $10 for the James Gang. That one just fell over. I'll go ahead and show it. Mike Panera, we have Fresh out of Borstal, $10. Jim Queskin, Jump for Joy, that is $7.50. And Gary Lewis, Listen. Gary Lewis is sealed, $10. The Manhattan Transfer, Mecca for Moderns, that's $5. And Great Rhythm and Blues Oldies, Eddie Clinhead, Vincent, that is $10. High bid on Dave Matthews is $180. The Stones is at $45, and the Plasmatics is at $36. Plasmatics is at $36. Mick Fleetwood, The Visitor, $10. Michael Nath wants the Oldies comp. We have the Eternal Sea soundtrack, $10 on that. The Best of Country Instrumentals, that's $5. Santana Z-Bop, $10 on that, $12.50. And Waylon, It's Only Rock and Roll, that's just $12.50. All right, Plasmatics is sold to Ryan Anderson for $36. Dave Matthews Band, now going twice, going 3 times. I was waiting for Adam, but I'm about to sell it. And we're going to go ahead and sell the Stones for $45 to David C. YouTube is freezing, feed is down, YouTube dropped. That's not good. It stopped right at 10 o'clock too, right when the clock struck. Everything is live over here on our end. Can anybody hear me? If you can hear me, we've been live for exactly 3 hours now. It's kind of weird that it stopped. I was thinking about stopping to take a break anyway. That might be good, but we have an auction going. Dave Matthews Band, Adam Stein's at $185. I think some people lost us there, so I'm going to pause. Let me go back a few records. Brad Moore did want Chick Corea. Brad, I got you down for Chick Corea. Half off on that, $12.50. And we're still bidding on those. Brad Moore on Chick Corea. I got to stretch right quick. Whew. Tanner's like, yep. I need some Tylenol. Got any, Seth? You're a pharmacist. Got any of those Tylenols? Tylenol? Yeah, any Advil? Tylenol? That guy in Murfreesboro today, he couldn't understand. I said a couple things to him. I was talking. He couldn't understand me. I'm not joking either. He's like, I'm sorry. What did you say? Your Southern accent. I can't understand what you're saying. So, okay. Dave Matthews Band is at $185. Let's see. John Porter on Pure Prairie League. John Porter on Pure Prairie League. Oh, I thought you were bringing me some Tylenol, Seth. You're the store pharmacist. Man, can you believe this guy? Graham Nash is $12.50. Neil Young Trans is $17.50. $17.50 on Neil Young. Voices in the Sky, the best of the Moody Blues, $10. Wow, David Crosby, VG copy, just $10. Better grab that because that was priced before the demand for that record has skyrocketed. Black Oak, Arkansas, $10. And Don Henley, I Can't Stand Still. Don Henley, $10. Wow, we've hit a pocket of good records. Genesis, self-titled, $10. What the heck? The Best of Arlo Guthrie, $10. Gordon Lightfoot, Gord's Gold, $12.50. Kingfish, $12.50. Jethro Tull, $10. Jimi Hendrix in the West, $12.50. The Blues Project, Projections, $10. Tanner's like, what the heck? All right, so we need to get an update on Dave Matthews Band. We had a connection drop. I need to make sure James Bragg is out. James Bragg, if you can hear me, if you're still live, Adam Stein has the Dave Matthews Band for $185. I need to know if you're in or out on that. I'm going to go ahead and get these records tagged before we put up a new auction. And the first claim was we have Brent Rabley on GN. GN was for Graham Nash. These are all half-off sticker. Jordan Vernoy snagged the David Crosby. That sold to Jordan. Brian, you were second. Burt Jordan got BOA. BOA was Black Oak, Arkansas. That sold to Burt Jordan. Ryan Anderson, you were second. Vicky Wiley was second to that. Michael Nath was first to Genesis. Jordan was second. John Porter on Don Henley. John Porter, DH, Don Henley. Derek Clark wants Capability Brown and Black Oak. We've already tagged Black Oak, but I have Capability Brown right back here for you. Let me find it. That's sold to Derek Clark. Hendry, you were third on Genesis. Jared Koski on GH. JH, yes, that's for Jared Koski. Steve Chesney, we've already sold Don Henley. Kenneth, you were second on Hendricks. And Bob Riker got the Blues Project. All right, I haven't heard from Mr. Bragg, James Bragg, but we are going twice, going three times to this. I got to sell it to Adam pretty soon for $185. Brian Hummel on Kingfish. I'll run through those one more time. I know that was fast. There's still a few in there still left. Final call on that. $185. James is watching. He just commented Genesis. James, I think your feed's a little bit behind. You might want to restart and come back and see where we're at. Or, because I need to know if you're in or out on that Dave Matthews Band. I have a feeling he's in. He's just got to realize he's out. Ramones, Leave Home. What's that? Yeah, that was a pretty good jingle, wasn't it? The Ramones, Leave Home. Next auction. This is a $45 start. It's a near mint USOG. The Ramones, Leave Home. $45 start. About a VG Plus cover. It does have a pretty noticeable crease down here in the corner. A little bit of ring wear. Vinyl's really nice. $45 start on that. He's out on Dave Matthews, so that's sold to Adam Stein for $185. Certain Dave Matthews Band titles, so tough to get. Like I said, the cheap, if you wanted to buy one on Discogs right now, they start at $200. And you're not buying it from a reputable Collecco dealer known as Chad Williams. So I consider Adam got a deal on that at $185. Let's see. Chad, I messaged you about something. Jerry, I pretty much have notifications on my Facebook Messenger turned off, but I try to check them about once, maybe twice a day. I will check your message. It will be late tonight or sometime tomorrow. Gordon Lightfoot sold to Clay Moore. $45 start on the Ramones, Leave Home. $45 start on that. What is this little thing here? That's probably went into a record, didn't it? This David Bowie fan club thing. Okay, any requests for auctions? I think y'all know what I have, and then I've got some stuff that y'all haven't seen. I'm going to go ahead and show some buy it now, some stuff we pulled out the auction, but I'm just going to go ahead and price it. So this is some pretty good stuff, so pay close attention. I'm just going to show them one at a time, and then I'm going to go back through this collection. First is U2 War. It's a near mint copy, $44.99. U2 War, extremely nice copy. Gatefold USOG, $44.99 on U2 War. I'm looking for a $45 buy now on the Ramones. X is up for bid. Under the Big Black Sun, X is near mint. $35 start on X for Wyatt or Kyle. U2 is $44.99. Don Henley, Building the Perfect Beast. That is $24.99. U2 was $44.99. Don Henley, $24.99. And Till Tuesday, it's in shrink wrap with hype sticker, $24.99 on Till Tuesday. I think we had another drop in connection, but I'm not for sure because we had 188 people watching. Now we got 138. We may take a break here pretty soon. So, Sean's at 45 on the Ramones, going once, going twice. Kyle is at 35 on X. Greg Brummett wants U2. Tanner, these are all custom prices, so U2 is $44.99 to Greg Brummett. Jill Berry got Till Tuesday. It was $24.99. Don Henley is still available if anybody wants it, $24.99. X is now at $37, and the Ramones, Sean Jones is at $45. Sean Jones is at $45 on the Ramones. Going twice, going three times on that. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to show it. It is $79.99. PM Heat. 1989 PM Heat. PM Heat is Paul Hobner, Mark Hobner, David Hobner, Steve Carson, Dan Stone, Lee Anthony, Rob Wright, and David DeLuna. $79.99 on that. I'm about to sell the Ramones as soon as I come back over here. Yeah, it was sticker. I don't think I've seen this Zappa album before. $39.99. Frank Zappa Sleep Dirt. Frank Zappa Sleep Dirt. Sleep Dirt. $39.99 on that. Wyatt's out on X. Or excuse me, Kyle's out on X. So let's go ahead and sell these. Wyatt gets X for $37. Sean Jones gets the Ramones for $45. Brent Rabley first on Zappa. And that one was sticker on the back, Tanner. Okay, I like this. I love the music. I love everything about it. This is $69.99. Pink Floyd, Delicate Sound of Thunder. 2 LP live album. Unbelievable stuff there. $69.99. Pink Floyd, Delicate Sound of Thunder. Kevin, you were next on Zappa. Edward Don Henley is near mint. It's just like all this other stuff. Completely near mint. Michael Nath got Pink Floyd for $69.99. Van Halen has the poster. It is $54.99. Van Halen, Women and Children First. Van Halen, Women and Children First with the David Lee Roth poster. $54.99. $54.99. So $54.99 on that. PM Eat was $79.99. And Tanner, this is sold to Edward Star Wars for $24.99. Now, I've got another Love Gun. We can auction it here in just a moment or tomorrow or something, but I've got another Love Gun. We can do that one later. Okay, what do we have here? So yeah, Van Halen is a really nice copy. It does have the David Lee Roth poster. Yeah, very nice, and that is $54.99. I'm going to put these back over here. Actually, I'll put them in this bin. And let's see here. Let's pause there. It's 10:10. Let's do, try and figure out when to start. 10. I'm going to get some more stuff for us to go through. I'll probably go through these half-off records one more time. But I have a half of a crate left of stuff for us to auction. I'm going to go back through the new stuff from tonight, and I'll do it a buy it now. Or, if we're close on price on a few things, some of the really good new arrivals left over from tonight, which is really good stuff, we can, there was even like one bin had bundle. Oh yeah, I've got an entire crate of Japanese. We'll go through them. New arrivals. We'll go through them as buy it now. So let's say it is 10:15. We'll be back at 10:45. 10:45 is when we'll be back live, and then we'll probably be live till almost midnight, or maybe a little before midnight, because we have to unload a Tahoe full of records and a trailer full of toys. We got a lot of stuff to do late tonight. So we'll be back in 30 minutes. I've got to get more stuff ready, and we'll be back in 30 minutes. So be sure you come back. As you see, new stuff. Going to go back through some stuff. More auctions, including Pink Floyd's and Tom Petty's and King Crimson's and Devo's and Clash and The Who and Neil Diamond and Bob Marley and Rolling Stones and Kiss and Buckingham Nicks and stuff like that. So, all right. We'll be back at 10:45. It's in about 30 or so minutes. I will see you then.